fine. How you gonna hit me with that? Right. Hello, everyone on the internet. Welcome back. Sorry about the very loud clap. I didn't think about that until right now. So, welcome back to The Road to Nowhere, our Electric State actual play here on Happy Jack's RPG. Yeah, I'm Kadave. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing all the characters that these four people are not, that use all the pronouns.
That's true.
So, it'll be an adventure. We'll see what's about to happen. This is session 3. I had to think about it a second.
Okay.
If you haven't watched our previous sessions, they go back to session 0 where characters were made. You can find them at happyjacks.org/road to nowhere, all one word. This game is an R-rated kind of experience. Things can get weird, things can get awkward, things can include all the things you wouldn't want the little ones in your life to watch necessarily, because then there's going to be questions from their teacher at school. So
we love that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So you have been forewarned. If that's not your jam, you can find all kinds of other shows at happyjacks.org/shows. We have played many, many different games and systems that will fall into the much more safe for younger folk to watch. If you just don't care and you want them to learn all the bad words, they can stick around. That's fine. Here at Happy Jacks, we also extensively use safety tools. We have all gone over and talked over some things that can be problematic that we're going to avoid already in the game using a lines and veils kind of document. And here in studio, we have a digital X card that we can use if something unexpected comes up in play that makes somebody not having a good time. And if you don't use safety tools in your gameplay, I feel bad for you. Because it makes it safer and more fun for everybody. So really consider it. Even with the people that you've been gaming with for 25 years, you never know what weird thing might come up that just really hits them in the wrong place. So consider it, please. With that, let's go around the table.
Hello. I am Cody, and let's see. What do I need to say? I'm Cody. I'm I and my character use they, them pronouns. I'm a doctor. Jim. Help me. Okay, I'm done.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kai. I use he, they, and she pronouns, and I am back playing Kilo. I almost said your name.
Oh, no!
Kilo, who uses he, they, and it pronouns, who is the drone pilot playbook. And he's having a great time.
Yeah.
Love it. Hey there, everyone. It's my first time here. So my name is Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they. And today here I am playing Emily Vega, pronouns she, her, with the playbook, The Artist.
Ooh.
Very exciting. And I'm Kimmy, she, her. I am playing Cassandra Nyx, also she, her, your favorite may or maybe not cult leader. It'll be fine. Everything's good.
It's working.
It's working. I'm making friends already.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, Kilo likes me.
Yeah.
Now we're friends.
Yeah.
the pain in your voice is beautiful. Anyway.
It's self-disappointment.
Yeah. Hey, it's painful either way.
All right, with that, in our previous session, we learned a little bit about the backstory for why this group got on the road, pursued by a mega corporation and the whole government that are very upset at the fact that they shut down access to the Neuroscape in most of the San Fernando Valley. That's a couple million people that suddenly lost connection to the thing that they're pretty addicted to for at least a day or two. So it's a little problematic. And all of these characters chose to make this as difficult as possible for themselves.
Yeah.
Going down that path. But we learned about the raid that they got into to get in there and get some information. Kilo learned some information about possibly where their missing self is.
Where their body is?
Like, oops, I lost myself. But then we fast forwarded back into the real time of the game to have a just delightful encounter with a drone-run ostrich farm. That the ostriches were adorable, and it was full of every kitschy item that has ever been produced in the shape of an ostrich.
It was awesome.
And then they got back on the road just in time to avoid a very sleek-looking personal quadcopter landing with a person in a very expensive suit that got out, walked inside, disabled the drone behind the desk with a mere touch, and took the guest registry before getting back in their quadcopter and flying away.
We're in danger.
And now you're on the road, the very short drive to the delightful little town of Solvang, the closest to Denmark you can get in California.
Okay.
I love Solvang.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a
cute.
wonderful little place.
Mhm.
And it's right next to Santa Ynez that makes delightful wine.
Wine and pastries, the best mix ever.
It's just a whole day.
So much.
So, you guys are on it's like 10 miles. It's not very far up the road. And it's a minor road. You're not on the major highway. It's like a 2-lane kind of a job. Driving the way in towards Solvang.
Yep. One of the only places I ever got a ticket on a motorcycle. Super fun.
Oh,
Allegedly speeding.
Who's driving?
One of the trips I was riding, and that's when we got the. I was on the back.
Oh,
And that's
I'm
when we got
asking
the-
who's
No,
driving.
in-game.
Oh, in
Right
the game.
now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought.
I did it earlier. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing
yeah.
great. I don't know that we decided.
We hadn't left. I think we like
We we montaged through. I would imagine Kilo's driving.
probably yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The drone drives.
Mhm.
Oh,
I
Oh,
love
the
that.
drone is a driver.
they're a driving drone.
That's like
That is what you are.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a little fancy little guy.
They have an attachment on their arm. You know those like big bus driver knobs?
Yeah.
It's that, but it's an attachment
Clips on.
to the wheel on any car.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Oh. You said you
Uh,
saved food for me.
Yes, it's in the cooler. It's very nicely packed. It is in the foil shape of an ostrich.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ronnie's gonna go see what breakfast is because we left in kind of a rush and I was asleep for most of the morning. So I'm gonna go in there. What do I find?
There's toast squares.
Okay.
Like corners.
Immaculately packed. That's the first thing you have
So
to
good.
say.
Yeah, very carefully packed in so many ways.
Okay.
There's ostrich eggs, like scrambled eggs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's some sausages
Yep.
and like some beans, and there's like
Hot.
like a
yes,
full English breakfast, but with a
Incredible.
giant ostrich egg.
yeah.
Ronnie is like holding the like destroyed foil that is no longer an ostrich. I'm like, is this all for me?
Well, I mean, we can share it.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a.
I
if
already
you
ate-
had-
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Have some, but we should save some for later, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I start chowing down.
Eggs famously keep well.
Hmm.
In the cooler, they'll be fine. Trust me. I've had eggs in the cooler for
These
a number
are
of
from
days.
the ostriches, right?
Yes. I mean, really, it's all from one egg. It was pretty amazing. Like a gigantic.
They showed
egg.
us.
It was so cool.
That's awesome. I'm sorry I missed it. I was really tired last night. Or
Yeah.
This morning. I was tired. I've been tired. I've been tired my whole life. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Enjoy breakfast, though.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Yes. That's what we did.
It was that.
Okay, you could have just not responded and it would have been fine. Like, you guys are digging the hole here.
Like an ostrich.
Did they tell us they did holes?
They at least. Is it like actually real that they shove their heads in the sand, or is that a myth?
I believe that's real.
Okay.
I didn't ask. Maybe we should go back and ask.
No, I'm not turning around.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Kilo.
Hmm.
Do you guys have anything on the radio?
I think it's silence.
Okay.
Because,
Oh,
like,
no.
it was just,
Awkward morning.
yeah,
Let's
I
go.
think it's silence partly because Kilo is aggressive like that. But also, like, it's a little bit niceness because Ronnie was, like, sleeping in. And so it's one of those, like, let's have a nice chill morning instead of Cassie's violent morning.
Hey, I feel like Alanis Morissette would be totally chill.
Being attacked by an ostrich at first thing in the morning.
No, I mean as music
What?
for the chill time in the car, like on loop.
Did you get it? You were attacked by an ostrich?
No, well, it was a misunderstanding. They were very loud outside the window, and I thought it was maybe an attack. I didn't realize it was an ostrich to start with. They make this weird noise, and they were tapping on the window. I don't know. It turned out fine, and it turned out very. Kilo got to ride one. It was very nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
They sound like a car that won't turn over.
yeah, it's very strange.
Oh, that's not a fun sound. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know if either of you need. Well, if you need patching up, I can't really. Sorry. Hey, if we find if it you know, never mind.
You're digging your own hole here.
Listen, I think it's like it's a sort of a thing that all three of us do. Maybe.
I really
So-
wonder if ostriches do it though now. Like it's really that's
I'm
gonna
like
bug me all day.
pretty sure it's a myth. I'm pretty sure.
You
I
can
don't
look it
know.
up on the neuronet.
Yeah, I guess I could.
I mean,
A little early to do that though, you know. And also just for that, like if I'm gonna jack in, I'm gonna jack in to like do something more exciting. You know what I mean?
Like driving. Perfect.
Awkward.
No?
Cassie looks like she's just biting her tongue and just like looks out the window of the van and like pulls out like this like thick book and is just kind of like reading through it.
Now, remember, you can increase your tensions with each other with no influence from me.
It's for free.
Yeah, anytime that it makes sense to the story. If you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to get some hope back. My tension's higher with you right now.
I'm gonna
That
increase
doesn't
my tension with Kilo
What?
again.
Me antagonizing you?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So, it's not a very long drive. You get into town, and it's super quaint, right? The architecture all looks like it's taken out of a storybook. There's a big windmill on top of a bakery on a corner up ahead. But as you kind of get down the little main drag that goes through town, they've got it so one lane is sort of blocked off with K-rails, and one lane has like a person in the bright orange road construction vest, and they are sitting there with one of those like go slow or stop rotating signs in their hand, and they're holding it on stop, and you see the traffic's coming the other way, right? So it's just they're letting some people come through, and you're kind of sitting there.
Kilo is very good at following traffic direction.
Yeah, that's not even a roll. It's not that perilous unless you're trying to like run through it.
Nope.
Then you're fine.
Kilo is the driver you want when someone suspects that you're doing something strange, because they just drive. They drive like a Waymo, y'all. They're literally just
Very
like
polite.
very. This is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I will do that.
The embodiment of the trolley problem.
Oh.
Correct. Thank you, Dave.
So, along the sides of the road, you actually see quite a few people. Like, more people than you saw in Santa Barbara, more people than you saw basically anywhere since you left LA proper. And people look like they're having a good day, right? There's like, just walking down the sidewalk, there's like a family with a kid in a stroller that has like a little windmill balloon tied to their wrist that they keep trying to let go, but it's not going.
Yeah.
So they're very upset about that because they don't actually like it. It scares them. So they're
Oh.
like trying to make it go, and they're flailing their arm around. You see people that are like sitting outside the little bakery that are having coffee and some kind of a pastry thing, and like it looks like a fully functional little town. All of you can roll a wits, just plain wits.
Okay.
Just plain.
The thing we learned last session, the more dice you roll, sometimes the more you can fail.
Yeah.
But it's only if you push, right?
Oh,
No.
Really? Oh.
No, in the event of like combat, it's different.
Okay.
It's just embarrassing because we fail.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's embarrassing because I failed.
I got a 6. I got 1. We're
Okay.
good. I did get 2 1s.
Any 6s or 1s.
I
Cool.
got 2 1s and no 6s.
It's totally fine. In this case, this was just a what are you able to take in about the scene.
Okay.
Specifically, Kilo, you notice that there are no drones.
Okay.
You don't see any.
Ooh.
Like you don't normally traffic control would totally be a drone,
yeah.
right? Even one that's just like sitting there that has a big bright green and red light. Yeah, kind of a thing. But there aren't any.
Do you all notice the lack of me's?
Of yous?
Of this thing. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh, drones.
NBCs. Yeah.
There might be some around. It might not be on the main drag.
Or they were all employed by the ostrich farm.
I mean, is it possible they just are like camouflaged or like look like normal people?
No.
Well, then they'd be androids, and that's also not easy, I assume.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
Nor is
If
it
it is a
possible.
thing, it's not something that's common knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she'd still probably
Yeah.
like
Pretty
suggest
sure.
it.
Yeah, I'm like pretty sure androids don't exist. Huh.
Anything can exist in the neuroscape. Anything can happen.
Right.
Right. I mean, do you feel uncomfortable, Kilo? Because like we could like, do you think there's like a ban on drones here? Because then that's not ideal for you. We should not stop here if that's the case.
I'm not uncomfortable if you're not.
Okay.
There was no signage saying anything.
Might just be like a low tech place or something.
I feel like it's part of the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Like really like it's old worldy. It's like it's meant to that's their whole shtick here. So I feel like having a bunch of drones might ruin
Yeah.
the touristy aspect of this place.
As we're looking around, Dave, is there any sign of Sentre? Like the towers, any of that stuff that's visible?
There is not a tower nearby. If there are any specific tower type connections, it's not one of the massive, obvious towers. I mean, you can see that there's wires running along
Sure.
like phone poles still,
Yeah.
but
Like normal infrastructure that
Yeah.
might include stuff for the neuroscape.
there could be lines coming into town on
Sure.
those that you couldn't identify.
But like
just
in
looking.
LA, if you drive around, there's like Sentre signs everywhere and the towers and all the
Well,
other
you don't
stuff.
see any billboards
Interesting.
at all. Like, there's no advertisements
Yeah.
other than like what's on the business itself.
Yeah.
That's like, come on in, coffee and a Danish for $3.80, which is a surprisingly good deal.
Look, they sell Abel Skeever. Oh.
Okay.
What is that?
It's like a waffle thing, but not a waffle. It's very Dutch.
All right.
It's yummy. It's very good.
I mean, I'm fine with stopping.
I mean, we can get it to go.
I mean, if this is a tourist place, we do have to watch our backs, but I mean,
I also have to go to the bathroom.
Cassie's also a
Stop.
master of disguise.
really,
I'm very good at fitting in with people.
that I'll believe. Okay. I mean, I guess let's just pull off. We can get a gazoon-tite or whatever it is you called it.
Able skeever.
Able skeever.
Able skeever. Okay.
Close enough, yes.
Okay.
It's a capable skier.
It's not. It's a waffle.
Okay.
Depends on what you put on the waffle.
Okay.
I will try and park in a place that is not unreasonable.
You can absolutely find free parking.
Whoa. We really
We're not
got
in LA anymore.
Damn it. Sorry, that was loud.
Yeah, there's like a little civic parking lot
Great.
that's open, and there's cars parked in there, but you can totally park. Getting out of the van, it looks like there used to be like a pay to park kind of a thing, one of those where you got to punch in your spot number and get a little receipt,
Mhm.
but it's got a canvas bag over the top of it tied off.
Nice. All right.
Interesting.
We have arrived.
All right. I guess I can go buy us some touristy snacks. You go business. Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to do anything like wander around or just sit in the car, whatever you want to do.
I want to go see the windmill.
Yeah, okay. We'll meet you by the windmill.
You can meet me by the van.
Okay. I walk away and go get Able Skeever. I think I said it right that
So,
time.
you guys head off towards the bakery. You head off towards the building with the windmill on
Yeah.
the roof. That looks a lot like the old Vandy Camp restaurants. That's
Amazing.
even older than the 90s. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's an ancient reference.
Yeah.
That became a Denny's in Arcadia.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But walking down the street, Kilo, you see people that are definitely noticing that you're a drone walking down the street. But as you approach the windmill, sitting out front on a bench, you see a young woman that's sketching.
Oh.
So, sitting in
And this is the first drone you've seen since you got here, by the way.
Okay. So sitting on a bench, you see a young woman, looks about early 20s, has got this sort of icy blue sparkly shadow all over her lids, some plump lip, and curls
Damn,
with
girl.
some butterfly clips on it. And a very big, like an oversized jean jacket that sort of takes over her frame. And she has a sketchbook open and some charcoals in her hand. You can see her fingers are covered in, all over the charcoal. And sitting very primly on the bench next to her is a very large German Shepherd dog who looks to be trained because people will call out to it or try to pet it and it just does not move. But this young woman sees you and will call out to you. Hello?
You see this. Usually drones have round heads, right? Like completely spherical heads, and the sides of Kilo's head is like cut out in like similarly circular shapes, and there's just like little like tiny sensors that kind of jut out on the side where ears might be. They're like 5-ish feet tall. Like
Do you have eye sockets?
so down the middle of their face, they have a single glass strip. And instead of eyes like a human would have, there are 2 optical ports with dim lights glowing behind this dark glass that you assume would be the eyes, the optical receptors of this drone. They otherwise have like a pretty small body with somewhat kind of armored. And until very recently, this was a pristine adjacent white drone. But on it, you would notice that there are all kinds of like small hand painted lines, birds, things that maybe were mountains all over the arm panels and in other places as well. Little birds, some flowers. And the drone stops. Hello.
Oh, okay. So you can talk. Awesome.
I can talk, yes.
I mean, you are the first one I've seen here, and I've been here for a little bit, a lot longer than I wanted to be, but, anyways, do you mind, I don't know if you're busy, if I could draw you?
Why?
I just want to. That's sort of how art works. I don't expect you to understand, I guess. Please?
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so
They start to stand in the
there.
most awkward, like, T-shape, unanimated 3D model.
She stands up from the bench very excited, and if you allow her to get close, we'll start posing you. Just
Okay, yes, hello. And Kilo is very awkward about this, but it is completely fine. And we'll just, like, stop where you stop. This
Yeah.
is a drawing doll, essentially, at this point.
love it. She's like, oh, just like that. You look great. Who did the art on you?
My friend.
Oh, that is awesome. Are they an artist too? And she'll sit down as she's talking to you and has already started sketching.
They are a philosopher, I think.
That's interesting, I suppose. They can draw, though. That is great. Is there something in particular they were trying to draw here? I see mountains and some birds. Looks like a whole bunch of random.
Oh, those were not
Thanks.
mountains. Those were speed bumps.
Oh, wow. No, now that I look at it again from a different light, totally looks like speed bumps. Yep. Yeah. She pretends to be very engrossed in her sketching of you. You will see the dog sort of probably sniffs around.
Kilo
What do
does
they
smell very
weird?
interesting right now.
Okay.
Kilo smells like dust, like dirt and grass, like bird.
Like ostrich.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They smell of ostriches.
Then they probably smelt the bird on you and are just being
Hello.
very curious. They're you can tell like he's just trying to make sure you're okay, as in not a threat.
Yeah,
All right. After sniffing you, seeing that there are in fact no birds in the vicinity,
I am not a fire hydrant.
we'll come back to the bench and sit down. After Emily finishes her drawing of you, we'll come back up to you. Well, here it is. And we'll show you a very sort of realistic style of yourself. And she did her best to draw in like all of like the nicks and the bumps and absolutely everything that is currently on you. And you see that they didn't really draw like the background or the town or anything like that, but just you as you appear to her right now, as realistically as she could. And you're whether you're surprised or not, it's actually pretty good. So you can have it.
Kilo stands there and stares at it, and overall has been very mechanical, robotic in the way they've been interacting with you in general. And you see their head kind of tilt in this very human way. This is Very good.
Thank you.
Do I have a bump there?
She puts it up next to your face. Yes. Have you not looked at yourself in a reflection or a mirror or anything recently? I don't know how you work. I don't know.
My body is
all the-
somewhere else.
Oh, you're one of those. You're a person.
Yes, hello.
Wow. That is very awkward now. I'm sorry. I just made you just grabbed you and
No, it's
just
okay.
stood there
This
very
is a drone.
patiently. I don't know how that works. She'll put the drawing in front of your face. Do you just sort of blink and it takes a photo of the drawing?
No, it lives in the neuroscape that I'm looking through the optical receptors.
Right. I want you to have a copy of this. Is what I'm trying to.
Oh,
Can you not do that? No.
I'm far away, I think.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fine.
But the
I
drone can
haven't-
hold the copy if that
Yeah.
is.
It's up to you. If you don't want it, I'll keep it.
Hello, my name is Kilo.
Right, you're a person. Oh my gosh. Hello. My name is Emily.
Hello, Emily.
Does the drone have its own name or is that your
Kilo.
name? Okay, so we're going by the drone. Got it. Hi, Kilo. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Emily. It is nice to meet you and your art.
So, like I said, I haven't seen another one of you here in the time that I've been here. I'm going to assume you just came in?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Please tell me you're not planning on staying here any amount of
No.
time? Really? Just passing by?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and she'll start word vomiting at you. Essentially, what you get from it is she's been hitchhiking since San Diego,
Oh, Jesus.
just with different people, and the last group that she was with ended up bringing her here, which was great because so much art, and she goes on a tangent for a while
of
about
course.
that. When you get back to her story, they were planning on leaving. Their car broke down. They had to order parts. It's been days. She thinks it's been over a week, and she's been trying to get out of this place. Also, it seems like they ended up really liking it here, and she doesn't think they're actually going to leave. And there's a lot of people here, but not a lot of travelers lately that have passed through. And so she's had no luck on picking up another ride to literally anywhere.
I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Do you know what's going on in Los Angeles?
I passed through there, I think it's been over 2 weeks ago.
So no.
Wow.
Do you work for Sentre?
No.
I will introduce you to my friends. We will not be staying in this town.
Awesome. That's honestly all I needed to hear.
We will not be. We are traveling north.
Okay. Anywhere, I think is good.
And this is very good, and I have to show them.
Oh, I guess you're not so bad yourself. All right. And she'll turn back to the bench where the dog was still just sitting and looking at the two of you. And she'll just do a whistle, and the dog just perks up and walks right behind her.
What is your dog's name?
Do you ask that?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Buddy. Say hi, Buddy. And he barks.
Hello, buddy.
Oh, I think he likes you.
And Kilo just walks away, again, like, putting back on that robotic veneer.
Love it.
Let's flip to the other side.
Yeah.
You get to this bakery. And like I said, there's probably 6 or 7 little tables European cafe style on the street. And half of them are got people sitting at them that all seem to be enjoying various pastries and coffee and stuff. Stepping inside, it's got one of those like multi-toned door chimes. So it's attached to the door, but it has like 3 hammers on 3 different strings. So when the door closes, it goes boom, boom, boom.
Aw.
Right? So you step
Quaint.
inside, and behind the counter is possibly the oldest woman you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
Okay?
I love it.
You could be certain that she probably knew George Washington, right? Like, she just a mass of wrinkles, well-kept, total silver hair, that's done up in a little bow behind her head, and she's wearing that traditional Danish, like,
Oh yeah.
you can only see the top half, but you see that dress with the red lines.
Yeah.
And that.
Danish folk dress.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
And she immediately is like, "Oh, welcome in. Please come on up. What would you like?" And there's a case full of baked goods. And behind her, you can see there's a younger person with their back turned, that is working some kind of a coffee machine.
Okay. Evil skeever.
Yes. One able skeever. 2 able skeevers.
Oh, you already know what you want. Have you been here before?
I've read quite a lot about
Oh.
what is available here at Solvang, and I have very specific tastes with my foods.
Well, how delightful. I'm so glad you could come. And she gestures you up to the counter and, like, pushes over, like, a sample plate of other pastries.
Ooh.
And she's like, "Have some. We'll get yours ready. Just a minute. Did you want anything to drink? We've got coffees or teas or..." There's a cooler over in the corner, and the cooler's got sodas and water.
I'll take some black tea of some kind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything in it, or just...
Cream and sugar, please.
Very good, very good.
The biggest coffee you have.
Absolutely. And she turns around, and the coffee worker is 6 feet away, but just bellows. "A large black coffee! Black tea with cream and sugar!" And then turns around and, like, walks over behind the big pastry counter and is fixing up food. Yeah,
I'm trying the pastries.
you absolutely can. And they are delicious.
Oh, yes.
They look homemade. Like, these were not delivered on the back of the Cisco truck earlier. These are something that clearly in the back this lady or her workers are baking them. And a minute or two goes by, and then the young man, as he turns around, also wearing the traditional sort of Danish garb, turns around and walks over and sets your drinks on the table. And yours is like a 30-ounce coffee cup.
Oh.
And your tea, it's probably like a 20,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, "If you need more cream or sugar, just let me know. I'm happy."
Yeah.
Did you want anything in your coffee? She didn't tell me.
All of it.
Oh, okay. So he turns around and he comes back and he's like, hands you the little service with, like, the sugar tray and a little one of those stainless steel cream pots.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Just use whatever you need. It's fine." And then he turns back around, and then another minute goes by, and the old lady comes back. She kind of shuffles as she walks, but she's still getting around fine, and she gets back to the table and puts down 2 10-inch plates that are just mounded over. And you get these, they're hard to describe, but waffly things.
Like circular though.
Yeah, but they're like, I've seen them with fruit,
Yeah.
like, on top also.
Oh, Jesus.
Sometimes with it inside too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It kind of, it's just, it's like a grenade of dessert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
If you could turn like a pancake or a waffle into a grenade of yummy fruit with
Mhm.
also a bunch of sugar, that's an able skeever. They're
Wow.
freaking good.
So Cassie's gonna be super fun in the car. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And 30 ounces of
Yeah,
coffee.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
All the
And she
bathroom
goes, here,
smells.
why don't you take these? We've got some seats outside. You're welcome to sit and eat them.
Mhm.
Please enjoy this town.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, I had a question, ma'am.
Yes.
How come we haven't seen any really drones or technology around here? Just wondering.
Oh, well, we try and maintain an appearance of, the atmosphere of the old world. And
Mm-hmm.
so we don't use a lot of drones here. We like to make sure that everyone can just relax and have a great time.
No, understood. Thank you very
Cassie's
much.
gonna take the tray and walk out the door.
Sure.
I'll thank you, ma'am. And I grab and I follow.
You both specifically noticed she did not charge you any money.
Oh, Cassie didn't. She left so that Rick would
I
have
know,
to pay.
but the old lady
Okay.
does not even bring it up.
I think I forget about it, and then I get to the table and I'm like, and I go back in and I'm like, sorry, how much for the?
Oh no, don't worry about it. Welcome to Solvang.
Well, are you sure that's?
Yeah, please.
Oh,
We
that's
so rarely get anybody that orders the thing by name.
that's
It's a
fair.
delight. It's a delight.
Well, thank
Enjoy.
you so much. Is there a tip jar?
Probably not.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then in which case I look around for a tip jar, see no, and I just leave, and I'm like, okay, kind of weird, but
Thanks for paying, Ronnie. I appreciate it.
yeah. This looks delicious.
It's so good. I mean, I heard. I've never actually had the real thing. It's
well,
very exciting.
let's dig in.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so much coffee. I'm not even doubting your ability to put it away. I'm just astounded at the amount.
I mean, it's gonna last most of the day. I just like,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, it's
That's
like
fair.
I sip on it throughout the day.
I probably only get like half of it, but I do chug the black tea. Yeah.
Cassie's like got little like sunglasses on. She looks very like almost Italian in this
Okay.
like Dutch like
Yeah.
environment in this little cafe table with like this giant coffee, like very chill and like eating way too much pastry.
And it's delicious.
It's so
Like
good.
and this is a very well made example. And the coffee's good. The
Wow.
tea is delicious. Yeah.
Just living our best lives.
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
great. Ugh. This is. I don't know. It's probably nothing. I'm just looking around, and I think Ronnie, the absence of conflict, of needing to pay, of everyone's cheerful. It's putting Ronnie on edge, and you can definitely clock that.
Mhm.
Like Ronnie is like trying to relax, but they very much cannot, and are just kind of.
You seem a little tense. Maybe you should lay off the tea and maybe have a glass of wine.
Maybe. No.
I mean, it's like 9:30 in the morning. You should definitely have some wine.
And the concern's back. Okay. No, I just, it's almost too picturesque here, you know?
No, I don't know.
Right.
I
Probably,
mean,
yeah.
I could see why, but like, this is what they make their money on, is the aesthetic and the appearance of it. So they probably work very hard at maintaining that. That's literally, other than driving by the ostriches, the only thing that brings people out here.
Yeah, except the lady at the front didn't, I'm assuming it was a one-time thing, but she told us, she said that it was on her, that it was on the house.
Oh, you didn't pay?
I went to pay, and she was like, no, and
You can get dinner then.
sure. Okay.
But that is a little odd. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a tourist town. You'd
Yeah.
think. Anyway,
we are amazing and nice, so maybe that was it. We said nice things about her food and
she
stuff.
did mention that she was very impressed that someone asked for a specific pastry by name. So,
She was just impressed with us then.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah.
That's
Does
probably
that
it.
not happen to you?
Not frequently.
No. I mean, you're a doctor. That's very impressive. I would think that people would be giving you stuff all the time.
No. I was an army doc, and also I don't really advertise that I'm a doctor. Like, people would, like...
No, that's exactly why we went to you. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, people have paid me in stuff that wasn't money before. Like, I've been given really tasty and also really crappy casseroles before. I've been given a little statuette made of ivory before. Pretty sure that was from, like, some kind of...
Elephant.
Probably. I didn't know what to do with it. When you're not legally practicing, you have to take some clients that are not necessarily the best.
It's so sad. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're with us and past that.
Okay. I'm just eating. So good.
It is really so good.
It's so good.
I hope Keela's having a good time.
Yeah.
The windmill is very cool to look at it, how it goes around and stuff like that. I wonder if it's like actually functional
Mm-hmm.
or like actually does things underneath, like mechanically, or if it's just like for appearances.
Yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if it still did what windmills traditionally did, which was mill grain.
Right.
So.
So maybe it moves water or something.
Yeah.
There was a little windmill at the oh, you missed the part with the ostrich. But there's
That's
a little
okay.
windmill with the ostrich. There's like a little. It was very cute. Oh my gosh! And you should have seen Kilo ride him, and he jumped. It was just heartwarming. I feel like it like gave them like a sense of freedom.
That's good.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did they seem I just wonder if driving and riding an ostrich are similar in skill set. I doubt it, but
yeah, I don't think that most cars squawk as much as that.
yeah.
You had to latch your little arm attachment onto its neck.
That would have
Oh
gone
my god.
That would have gone over well.
well. Yeah. We're ostrich.
I feel like, and like, don't say anything,
Uh-huh.
but I feel like there's something kind of sad about Kilo sometimes.
How so?
I just like, I know it's strange to say that a droid gets a look, but they have this vibe sometimes of just like melancholy, and I just don't know, like, who knows what their life is like, you know? Like, I was thinking about that while I was watching it, right? The ostrich, like that's Kilo to us, but that's not like really Kilo.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just worry about them sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, they have rebuffed any attempts I've made at trying to connect with them, so
Just give it time.
yeah. But
Yeah, you should do like some animal writing. It seemed to really bring them out of their shell, or droid.
animal. Okay. All right. Odd advice. But I mean, oh.
She's gonna kind of reach over and
Mhm.
like, kind of like aggressively take Ronnie's hand just gently, like on top,
Mm-hmm.
in like a way that I'm sure they are not super comfortable with.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. Ronnie's like, but does not take.
does like the very soulful like look. It's a really scary world, and we have each other, and we really need to stick together even when it seems like we're a mismatch, because there's not a lot out there that's safe for us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
smiles and like lets go behind and then starts eating. Like looking very like successful, like very happy.
Ronnie is fully like,
Who's facing towards the street and who's facing towards the building?
Like, I just commented on the windmill, so I feel like I'm probably facing the streets.
Okay.
mm,
Then immediately behind you,
Mhm.
you hear a full-on honk like a ooga horn.
mhm.
And right behind you, there's a dude, and he's there wearing.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm excited because you're excited.
No, I'm excited. That's all. Something strange.
So, and it's a guy, and he's wearing this big, wide-brimmed straw hat that's decorated all over with flowers, right? And on his outfit looks like, a button-up shirt, a pair of jeans, but he has on legit wooden clogs.
Oh!
Wow.
And he rode up on the back of this tricycle sort of arrangement. And behind him is a big cabinet. And he jumps off, and you hear the wooden shoes hit the ground with clunk. And he comes marching up, and he goes, "Welcome, you're new in town. Do you need some clogs?" And he turns around, and with a giant flourish, he throws open the cabinet, and it is just a collection of hand-carved wooden clogs that are all painted with different little scenes of Danish life. And he's like, "I've got all kinds of sizes."
Wow. I'm good.
How much are they? Cassie looks very interested, but like there's like that clear like pain of like I don't think so.
Money.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, it depends on which ones you want to get, but I've got very affordable prices.
Mhm.
If you just get some wood, I can make some for you.
Okay.
Or I can give you some now if you bring back some wood later.
Okay. Where do we find
That's how we
like
pay?
wood?
Just outside of, you just walk outside of town. There's trees everywhere.
It just lays on the ground.
Well, yeah. You shouldn't cut down someone else's tree.
No,
But
I don't.
Once you get outside of town, there's plenty of trees that don't belong to anybody.
Oh, so the trees just fall and you take them?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes you can cut down a branch.
Oh,
Try not to kill the trees. They're very nice.
Cassie looks completely baffled by this concept of cutting at trees.
So we're not gonna be paying with money, we're paying with wood?
Well, yeah, when you get a chance, you can go outside of town and bring some wood back.
Interesting.
Then yes, I would like some nice shoes.
Sure. What size shoes? And
Yeah.
he will get you whatever size
Yeah,
you
8.5.
ask. As long as you don't have bizarrely tiny or bizarrely large feet.
Size 13.
Yeah.
Oof.
No, specifically, he goes up to 13.
There you go.
But if you were Shaq, you'd be in trouble.
Going through, she's gonna find a scene that's like, I don't know, there's like a meadow and like some mountains with flowers and
All
probably happy
tulips.
cows. And yeah, tulips and happy cows with a windmill.
Sure.
Okay.
He pulls them out and he clanks them together and then he hands them to you.
Yeah.
He goes, "Welcome.
Thank you. She
You
immediately
sure you
puts
don't
them-
want a pair?"
I see this one anywhere?
Specifically looking down the street, you probably see, because
Mhm.
they are easy to spot.
I think
Coming this way.
I moved to say no, and then I catch Kilo out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, actually, yes. And I'm gonna get a pair that I think are Kilo's feet sized.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
so funny.
I like the most,
the most floral, whatever clashes whatever matches the beautiful designs that we've put on Kilo, but definitely clashing with Kilo's personality
Sure.
type shoes is what I get.
Yes. You get a pair and they are painted like they are a rolling field of tulips.
Oh,
So it's like
wow.
a hill, and like each little flower is hand painted on there,
that's great.
and even the front turns up like the stem of a flower.
Oh, nice.
And then around the ankle hole is like a big tulip bulb
Oh,
at the back.
that's cool.
And he's like, well, I hope you enjoy these.
Thank you. We'll be sure to try and get you some wood later.
Fantastic. You'll always find me around town. Just look for the hat. And he jumps back on his little trike and he starts bicycling away.
Cassie has her clogs on and it's like prancing up and down the sidewalk, like making the clucky noise, like very excited.
The clicking sound. That's my friend.
You guys arrive just after he bikes off.
Hey, Kilo.
Kilo, look!
Yeah, I got you a pair in case you wanted them.
We can match!
Emily is rethinking every decision that led her up to this point.
Yeah.
Kilo looks down at the clogs, does not turn their head, and just points to where Emily is standing. This is Emily. She drew this, and holds up the picture that Emily drew.
Oh,
That's amazing.
that's amazing. Emily, you're quite the artist.
Oh, thank you.
That's Buddy.
This is Buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, you see, as if you do like the little baby noises at him, like his tail starts wagging, like he wants to. It's like, oh, that person's gonna pet me. Can I go? You know, and but he doesn't do it, and I'm just like, you can go, buddy, and he'll kind of prance up to you and start, you know,
Okay.
so you can pet him and
Yeah.
get all the scritches in.
Cassie 100% does that.
Yeah.
Lots of
Oh, for
pets.
sure.
Yeah.
Hi. You are Kilo's friend.
This is Ronnie. That is Cassie.
Ronnie, Cassie, nice to meet you. My
Hi.
name is Emily.
Nice to meet
I
you.
am I guess you can call me traveling artist.
Wow.
I've been doing a lot of traveling lately.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Us too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travelers.
Emily is trying to leave this city.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's your van.
Oh, yeah. No, if you want to come with us, we're leaving probably in a couple hours.
Okay.
We
Oh,
have
thank
to go get a bunch
goodness.
of wood now, though.
Why do you
Yeah.
need wood?
We apparently have to pay back the clog maker with wood so he can make more clogs. Because that's how the economy works in this town for some reason.
Yeah.
Emily, you specifically know that they don't charge for anything. They just look
Yeah.
for like some kind of like trades most of the time.
That's sort of how the town stays afloat mostly. Just don't get roped into anything that'll take you longer than the amount of time you want to be here.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna take these, I'm gonna give them to Buddy.
I'm already holding this. If I hold those, I will be out of hands.
You can put them on your feet. I tried to get ones. I put them on the ground in front of you.
I think I would have to dislocate my toes.
Well, that won't be painful for you, so
You don't know.
pretty sure I know.
They're a doctor, remember?
Interesting.
Are they a drone doctor?
No, but typically drones don't have a whole lot of
Pain receptors.
pain receptors. They typically don't have any pain receptors. So
Are there doctors for drones?
I think those are
I
called
think
mechanics.
Yes.
They're called engineers.
Oh, well, okay, yes.
Debatable.
Engineers is the fancier term for mechanic. The more respected term.
Interestingly enough, you do hear, I think Kilo does take like a deep, sharp breath that I think might be one of the first familiar things that you
Oh.
recognize.
Interesting. Okay. I hear it. I think about it, and then I kind of just brush it aside because we have a new person. I think it's in the brain log, but it's not being focused on. Ugh.
Can I
So-
see more of your pictures, Emily?
Oh, yes. And she'll bring out she has a messenger bag satchel thing. But she wears it underneath her jean jacket. So she puts on the bag first and then puts the jacket on top. You guys, be safe. And also, it's like, you know, the look. And so she opens her jean jacket, opens up her bag, brings out her sketchbook again. And you see a lot of people, a lot of landscapes, not full picture landscapes, but like specific things like a building or a flower, an animal, right? And there's not a lot of like background, not a lot of color, all of it's done in charcoal. And it's very realistic, or as realistic as she can be, and you can tell that she takes care to capture as much as she can, like if the flower petals are a certain way, like that type of thing, which goes very hand in hand to what Kilo was handed of themselves, and she'll very happily go through the sketchbook and show you some of the stuff. I've been hitchhiking since San Diego, so this has been a very nice way for me to, get some money. People have a lot of digital stuff, not a lot of physical things, so it's, it's nice.
Have they let you, like, charge money here?
I hadn't tried, actually. I haven't had a need to do that because nothing here really costs money. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, your pictures are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you mind if I took your picture?
Oh, I suppose that's okay.
She pulls out like a little dinky, like wind up camera. And it's like, tick.
That's so cute.
Definitely not like a photographer in any way. But it's like those old disposable, if you know.
If you are all planning on leaving today, I'd probably suggest doing the wood thing first.
Yeah. I mean, I am at the very least, if you're not going to wear these clogs, I'm going to dump them in the car. So, and then we can go look for wood.
I don't think I can put those shoes on right now.
That's, fair, quitter.
Thank you.
It was really a good thought. It was very kind.
Yeah. Good thoughts. And I go and take them to the car. Is it like far enough that we would have to drive to get wood from the forest, or is it like?
I mean, you could, but he implied if you just kind of walk outside of town for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
you'd be able to find non-owned trees, not on somebody's like yard.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
When we get to the van, Kilo puts the drawing next to, I think, Ronnie, for the first time you see, there are pictures also of Cassie and Kilo and the ostrich. That Kilo did put up when we got in the van before, and now there is also this drawing that's put next to them. And then he stops after doing that very, like, particularly, puts his hands to his side, and then it kind of just cocks its head. Cassie, do you have an axe? I don't have an axe.
Why do we need an axe?
To chop the trees, I assume.
Yes, or a saw.
Well, I asked
Chainsaw.
him. I asked the shoe person, and they said that sometimes the trees are just laying on the ground.
And how are we going to bring a tree?
You know what? Why don't we just go out there and see what we can see? And if we can't get any wood, then maybe we just leave town?
I don't think we need a whole tree.
Yeah, we just need enough wood, like blocks of wood for this person to make new clogs out of.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, again, it's definitely nicer to pay this person with the requested wood. If it's too difficult or it requires a chainsaw of some kind, we can just leave.
I mean, that's not very nice. We should at least give the shoes back or something.
Yes, Ronnie, that's
fair.
not very nice.
Or maybe there's something else that they'd want if we don't. Maybe
That's
they want
true.
some of our ostrich breakfast.
I look at the ostrich breakfast. I look at the cooler and I'm like, yeah, half-eaten breakfast. I'm sure that's worth something. Let's. I mean, he said we could just walk a few minutes out of town.
When you say that for just a flash of a second, like Cassie looks a little like hurt or sad, and then like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. I shut the doors and I guess I start heading out to the edge of town.
Sure. You can see there's like a side road that goes down a ways and looks like it goes off into the countryside. It's not difficult to find a direction to strike out. Is everybody going or?
I'm going.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm wearing my clogs still.
Clunk,
Oh my
Totally
clunk,
gosh.
clunk, clunk.
The
You're gonna get
whole way
blisters.
until you get to dirt, it is ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. You guys get to the point where the actual paved road ends, and it's a dirt road that continues. Just before you get there, there's somebody walking down the other side of the street that sees your clogs and hears them, looks over and goes, "Hey, welcome to town!" and like does a little cloggy dance, and like continues to walk along.
That was amazing.
That's one word for it.
Yeah, it's great the first dozen or so times.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see how that would get annoying.
Does Emily have a pair of clogs?
No.
Okay.
I think she did for the first 2-3 days.
Mhm.
And then everybody who saw her with a pair of clogs would call out and, you know, click
Yep.
them together. And after 3 days, she couldn't do it.
That's totally fair. So you get a little ways down the dirt road, and on one side there's sort of a ranch fence, you know, the just two rails
Yeah.
that down one side of the lane, and on the other side you get just a little farther and you see there's a tree that looks like it fell over and has been cut up
Oh
into
my god.
pieces that's just laying there.
Oh, I've done quests like this before. We just have to take one of these chunks.
Quests?
Long story.
Okay.
She will say this again.
Okay.
And it will be no less concerning the second time.
Okay.
Cassie's like walked off and has
Yeah.
I think this one's a really, I think like we could get like many shoes out of this big chunk.
Will it fit in your inventory?
She like looks down at her a little bit. I don't think so.
Well, do you think you can carry it?
I think that's why it's like a group thing.
Okay. It'd take too long to explain.
Okay.
Just roll
Later.
with it.
We have
Yeah.
time on the road.
Cassie thinks we're in the neuroscape right now, and then just walks off.
Okay, all right.
Pinches herself real quick.
I
Oh,
go.
how is the... No, not the dog. Okay.
Okay, I guess we grab this big piece of wood.
Yeah, between the two of you, it's not a challenge to lift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you are able to carry it back into town.
Is it like sliced? Like, could we roll it?
You could.
That's funny.
It would probably be less efficient than the two of you carry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
But like, the tree is cut up into easily movable by one or two people pieces,
Yeah.
just laying on the side of the road.
Again, it's so odd. It's like, I don't know. It just, maybe I'm just a cynic. This town gives me the heebie-jeebies.
We are on a fetch quest. What is there to be worried about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emily's just like in her head, like, this is my only way out of here. You need to these people, it's fine.
Buddy likes us.
like in her head, she's like, don't say anything dumb. You need them right now.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
need
cool, be
them.
cool.
You can get out of the next town. You can get out of the
Be
next
cool,
town.
be cool, be cool.
I could always just jump out of the door of the
Yeah.
moving van in case of anything. Like, this
Oh,
is
you
fine.
God. Oh, you could.
Before she helps pick up Cassie's gonna take a picture of the tree with like the slices.
Oh,
though.
cute.
Oh, sure.
Oh, if you like photos, we could use mine. I could let you use it. And out of her satchel, she brings out an old SLR camera.
Oh.
I don't. I like taking the time to sketch things.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm not using it, I don't know if you know how to use it. I can teach you.
That would be neat. I don't know if they'll pick up the electromagnetic like pulses the same way the wind-up camera does, but I would love to see. It might.
Okay. Like I get it now. 'Cause she's imagining like that old grit sort of thing you get on cameras.
Yeah.
'Cause she's very familiar with them.
The weird halos that randomly show up
Yeah.
in pictures.
Yeah.
Big white
the red
border.
eyes. You know.
Yeah.
It's like that person's a robot, totally.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I'll show you how to use it, and if you want to, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love like actual like lessons about like real photography too. Someone who's like an artist and has a good eye for that. That would be so amazing to
Oh.
do that.
Yeah. That would be a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yeah. Oh, that
I feel
actually
like
sounds
the
fun.
van has like some interesting like cool angles and stuff too we could play with while someone else is driving.
Okay. I like that. I'll show you how to use it once we get some time.
Also, I feel like Buddy's very photogenic.
He is. He really is. I'm trying to teach him how to like pose. So he'll lay down or sit up.
We can totally work on that together while we're driving.
Oh, that sounds
That'd
fun.
be so good.
Yeah. She's totally forgotten all the odd comments, everything gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-oh. It's working again.
I know.
That Cassie Riz is coming back to haunt us.
So funny. All right, we are carrying back.
You come
Yes.
back into town, and it takes you 2 or 3 minutes looking up and down the street, but you see the guy on his little trike at the other end of town, and he's just riding by, and like he's chatting with people as he pauses and talks with folks, and he takes a minute and he talks to the road work flag person that's just sitting there turning the thing back and forth. Yeah. And then he'll ride up and he'll see you carrying this log, and he's like, "Wow, you guys are so fast! Holy cow! Unless this wood's for somebody else."
Oh no, it's for you.
Oh, fantastic! And he takes it and he like puts it on the roof of his little cart and straps it down with a couple of ratchet straps, and he's like, "I'll get to work on some new clogs right away."
Wait.
What?
Watch. And she does like a very bad imitation of the welcome dance, the clog dance
The
that
person did
other
on the
person
inside.
did.
Oh, girl.
And he goes, "That's amazing!" And he jumps off the bike and he runs around back and he pulls out this pair of clogs that are all rhinestones. Right? Like it is just a
Whoa.
pair of wooden
Oh,
clogs
God.
that was attacked by the
The
ghost of
Dolly Parton
Liberace.
special. Yeah.
And he puts them on and he does the whole thing. Like he just goes crazy. And then at the end, like he reaches in the cabinet and he hits a cymbal.
Oh.
Like to go, "Welcome!" And other people up and down the street go, "Welcome!"
Cassie is delighted and takes a picture, of course. And it's just like,
Yeah.
this is so great. I
And
love
he
this
like
place.
he holds up a foot, like he puts a foot on his cart.
Yeah.
Just for the picture. And
Amazing.
he goes, "If you need to have that developed, they do it down at the drugstore on the corner."
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. I usually do it in a bucket in the back of the van, but yeah.
Oh, self-sufficient. We like that.
But yeah, maybe develop me. Okay, maybe.
Film developing does take time.
That's true. That's true. Also, I'm not sure a fetch quest for the chemicals to develop film would be as easy as finding a tree.
You know, that's a good point.
Yeah. But thank you so much for the quest. Thank you so much for the dance. And I just like feel so good. I feel like we've all leveled up. It's great. So good.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm so excited for you. And he kind of climbs back on his little trike and he starts riding down the street that you guys just came back up.
Mhm.
Like he turns off the main drag and rides out that way.
Nice.
All right. I mean, unless we got, I say we head out of town.
Yes.
I'm not interested in finding out the sinister part of why this town is so nice.
I agree.
There are just really nice people.
Mm.
There
I mean,
are. But
I-
this is.
Again, been here for, I think, less than a week, over a week. I don't know. After a couple of days, it all just started blurring together. But I haven't been harmed.
I'm still getting Hotel California vibes, and I would like to leave.
Yes.
Right.
Plus, then we can work on Buddy's posing.
We can.
Yeah. Let's head.
Okay.
Let's go to the van.
Wonder how long it would take to glue that many rhinestones on a pair of clogs.
You
To
can-
the van.
You we can find out. I
March
guess.
down the street and get back to the van.
Yeah.
Clomp, clomp, clomp. Like metal feet, wood
Yep.
feet, metal feet, wood feet.
Oh no.
In not syncopated rhythm.
No.
Just
Kilo's tiny gate.
you would
And-
have no worries about sandworms.
The Dune references. And there's also the little pitter patter of like dog
Dog
feet.
feet, the
Yeah.
Oh
nails.
yeah, the nails and the.
Yeah.
Love it.
You get back to the van.
All right.
This is the van again.
It's kind of a mess.
So
but
as
it's a
you're
good
walking
mess.
up, I think you see Emily get like very excited about just a car. Yes. And yeah, it's just if you're like, oh, this is where this is, and she's like, yep, like just whatever you need, as long as we can go now.
Yes, I agree. Let's.
This is Cassie's van, but
Mhm.
I am driving, unless
Oh.
anyone has any other opinions.
Can you? That is, I mean, never mind. I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, the drone is a driving model drone.
Oh, wow.
So-
Not even in the car yet, and I feel safer already.
Kilo is fully capable, of driving us at the very least.
Now, where am I sitting?
Let me give you the tour.
Okay.
Okay.
I get up front. I get a shotgun just to like avoid.
So these are the front seats. These are the middle seats. This is the little console. Feel free to use it for any drinks or anything like that.
Okay.
Back here's the bench that folds down for sleeping. We could probably take shifts. If someone has to, they can sleep on the floor in front of the second row of seats. Not as comfortable, but
Okay.
now that there's 3 of us who sleep, we might need to kind of handle that arrangement.
Take turns. That's
Yeah.
fine. I have been in a vehicle for a very long time before getting here, so I don't mind, sleeping, sitting down and all that kind of stuff. Use Buddy as a pillow. Yeah,
Aw.
I do. Yeah, and he kind of just fits anywhere. If you don't want him on the seat, he'll sit between my legs. That's not an issue. He's a really good boy. If he needs anything, he'll tell me.
Yeah, no, he can
So-
sit in the back. That's great. Just sit. I'm fine with on the seats. Are
Okay.
you fine with on the seats?
It's your van.
Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. What a good boy. No. Do you want to be on the seat? Oh, yeah.
He's delighted, by the way. Absolutely
The
delighted.
happiest doggo face.
Yeah.
Now, are there like snack restrictions for Buddy?
Oh, a couple.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like to reserve the stuff he likes the most. When he does something, when he follows like a direct order. He has some training. I'll probably teach you guys a couple of the commands,
Mm-hmm.
just so if you need Buddy or he's doing something he shouldn't, you can tell him no properly and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, he seems really well behaved.
Yeah, my he's been in the family for a bit, so he's getting older.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom trained him.
Yeah,
She's trained a couple of dogs before.
cool.
I think most of them were used like military dogs. So
Okay.
yeah.
Was your mom in the military?
Yeah, both my parents actually.
Still?
No. Well, one of them's not here anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, we think he's dead. Yeah, they've told us that.
But no body.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was, like, I don't know, died in action type of thing.
Mhm.
So they couldn't retrieve it. Yeah, Mom left very soon after that, I think. People deal with grief differently. So I've spent a lot of time on my own. And Buddy here.
Hmm.
So I brought him with me when I left.
What a good boy.
I know. He's gonna love it.
Yeah. Well. Sorry you had to be so alone for so long. Doesn't sound
It's
great.
fine. Hitchhiking and stuff, you meet a lot of people. A lot of very interesting people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope I don't end up traveling for too much longer, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, we're headed north, so
Yeah, right now I just sort of want to go,
yeah. Mhm.
anywhere.
If you feel like settling down, once we get up to like Oregon, you and Buddy would be very welcome with my friends. I think you would.
Oh, you're going to meet some friends up there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They're like it's like a group living situation.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
a commune.
And she'll like whisper the word.
Yeah, yeah. I go like
at
this.
you?
I go like. "Ooh."
Okay. I will definitely take that into consideration, and thank you very much for offering in the first place.
Yeah.
That's very nice of you.
Hmm.
Guess it's very pleased with herself.
Yeah, the dog hops on. She tells him to like sit. He curls up because he knows in cars he's gonna be in here for a little bit. So he gets really nice and comfortable. And you see her like bring out a little treat and give it to him.
Now we have like one of those big 90s Dodge vans.
Mm.
So it's like got the like extra tall top so you can like almost stand up inside it. And it's got like the front seats and then the middle seats that have like the little table in between that can pop out and pop back in. And then the back is a seat, but it also like folds down into a bed.
Hmm.
So it's like it's large for a car. So
Yeah.
the dog could like probably wander around or like
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's definitely room for all five.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Kilo went quiet the moment we started like actually driving again, and it's just like I'm leaving this town.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh,
Nobody said you started driving yet.
Oh, well, Kilo was
Ruh-roh.
starting to
We were settling
drive.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you go to start the van, nothing happens.
God fucking
Yeah.
damn it.
Oh God, this is it. This is how they trap you.
This is it.
This is
They
okay.
steal your batteries.
Are we out of gas?
Kilo turns the car over a few times.
I mean, you're getting nothing out of it.
Hold, please. And Kilo opens the door and would like to try and investigate, like, what got unplugged?
Sure.
What's not connected anymore?
And you go and open the little
Yep.
flap hood on the front of this van.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everything looks like it's connected. How familiar is Cassie with the mechanics of under the hood of this van? Like, have you had to do kind of your own maintenance and stuff at times?
Probably
or-
a little bit.
Okay.
She has very random knowledge, so like, yeah, I feel like she
Well, I
might.
mean, that's just
Yeah, some basic stuff maybe. Like she couldn't like replace major parts, but like,
you could identify the pieces.
yeah, and like if I needed to swap out like a battery or something, I could do stuff like that. But if like the carburetor needed to be swapped out, she couldn't probably do that.
Gotcha. So, but as far to your trained eye, nothing here looks damaged
Mm,
or ruined.
Would I, right, having traveled with my past group,
Mhm.
would I remember what had gone wrong with their car?
Absolutely.
Because I remember, like, we went to the mechanic. They ended up having to get something shipped in. But if I can remember what it was that was wrong, and I could suggest, like, oh, maybe check X thing.
Sure. Specifically in the case of your previous ride, there was a crack in the transmission case,
Oh shit.
and the transmission fluid had leaked out.
Leaked out, so there was a big old puddle and everything.
Yeah.
There's
But
no puddle.
there does not appear to be a
Nope.
big puddle here, and
That's-
this is
Yeah.
the van is acting like there's no electrical power. Right,
Ah.
you are turning the key and no lights are coming on, nothing's trying to turn over and not catching, it's just nothing.
Cassie.
It's definitely an electrical thing.
When was the last time you had a new battery?
Well, I got the van like 2 years ago. It had a battery. It's been fine since then. Does the battery have a year on it?
Oh, that's a great question. Are you gonna go check the stickers on the battery?
Yeah.
Sure. The battery has a sticker that says 6/12/1978.
Oh. Okay.
And this van is not
Not
a
from
70s
1978. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. This is clearly a 1991 Dodge van.
Is that your
Does it? Yeah.
battery?
I
You don't know.
don't think so. I don't. It's not the one that came with the van, because the one that came with the van had a little dodgy logo on it, like the picture of the little ram's head. Like it's my Cars
Yes,
and
it's right
Aries.
there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cars and
Okay.
Aries, yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
I prefer not to get stuck in this town.
Oh, we're fixing this.
Yeah. How?
I have jumper cables.
I don't think that battery. I mean,
It's old. It's really old.
I would like to look around, see if anyone's watching us.
yeah.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, there's some people on the street, because walking up
Sure.
and down the main street, but they mostly look like they're kind of doing their own thing, going into little shops and.
Well, I mean, I know where the auto shop is. The mechanic. Maybe we can just get a new one.
I feel like they probably have planned for that.
I'm sure they have a bunch of them. I think we've been hoodwinked.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think. I mean, you said it was what, a cracked transmission with your.
Yeah, they had to get a whole part ordered in. I think it was like the type of car that it was, something like that. And then that ended up taking about a week to get here.
Okay.
And by the time that week had passed, those people wanted to.
Well, they were going to, I guess, a place they had heard of. One of them had heard of a town, and they wanted to just sort of settle down, but not in the city. And they were passing through and going to that town. I honestly don't remember the name. And then decided, this was probably just as good as there, and the people seemed really nice. And I actually think they were given a place to stay. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I say that a few of us go to the auto shop, try to get a battery, and at least one of us stays with the van.
Cassie, you should go to the auto shop and speak to the people there, since you are capable.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel like we should take something to trade. It seems to be like a big thing.
Should we
here.
trade the battery in here?
That's junk.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like they won't want that.
All right, trade. Do you have anything in here you're willing to part with?
I mean, there's not a lot.
Don't we have money?
I Did they accept money at the auto shop?
I don't know. I
We will
wasn't
ask.
there during the whole.
Okay.
I think I just headed straight to food.
About how much would a battery cost?
It depends.
Okay.
Generally like $40.
Yeah, 40 to 60 bucks, kind of at this
Okay.
time.
I will
Depending on
give
the battery.
you. Do you want to stay with the car? Or should I stay with the car?
Which one would you rather do?
I'd rather stay with the car.
Then you stay with the car. I will go
Okay.
with Cassie.
All right, I'm gonna give you $100. Just in case.
Cassie, will you hold this $100?
Thank you.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
all 20s.
Emily,
Yes.
can I have some of your pictures of that you've drawn of like the buildings here?
I suppose you can. Are you planning on giving them back?
Well, I'm hoping like if they don't take money, we could find something else that they would like
Barter with.
and maybe
Right.
take and like
I mean, I can give you the ones I uploaded already. Sure. She'll give you, I think 3 or 4, maybe from like the first 2-3 days that she was here.
she like very carefully like keeps them in like puts them in her little bag like so they're flat and like gingerly carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready?
Are you coming with us or would you like to stay here?
I don't really mind either way, actually. And I have a buddy, so whatever you think will be best to get us moving.
Might be better to have 2 at the van, 2 at the store.
Sure, I can stay with you.
Okay.
And Buddy would be really good at like if anyone comes
If
near.
anyone comes around,
Yeah.
yeah, buddy will. Yeah.
Good Buddy. Okay. All right.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the clogs.
I was gonna say the 2 loud feet.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
We're
both
very
of
subtle.
you. Sneakiest.
Yeah, the pair of us, the most subtle, which is why we're the ones that committed the crime.
Yes.
That's gonna be interesting.
And notice how that didn't turn out subtly at all.
No,
Yeah.
it was super subtle. It didn't alert the entirety of Los Angeles.
The most subtle.
Mhm.
Okay, so we go to the thing.
You hike back over to the main street and up the road a little ways, and you see it's one of those like 2-pump gas station, and it has the several bays on the side of the building where people can get their cars looked at and worked on. And you walk in, and behind the counter is pretty nice looking guy. Like he's wearing a set of coveralls, but they're very clean. And he's got a one of those like stitched name tags on that says Rudy. And you know, brown hair, sort of lightish grayish eyes. Clean shaven, looks like he's pretty clean. He does not look like he's been monkey wrenching on something and he's covered in oil at all.
Okay.
And he's like, "Whoa, hello."
Hello, Rudy. Hi.
Yes, welcome in. What can I do for you?
We need a battery for a 1991 Dodge van.
Oh, okay, all right. Battery trouble. Oh, it's always a pain.
I'm going to tell you something. Someone took it. Someone stole ours.
Someone stole your battery?
Isn't it weird? This is the nicest place I've ever been. And she like starts like legit tearing up.
Okay.
And someone just tried to ruin it for us. And I'm just very sad about it.
Let me ask you,
Mhm.
are you attempting to manipulate him?
A little bit.
Cool.
But also she's mad because she's had a really good day. So there's this.
Yeah.
Cassie
It's manipulation from a genuine place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Sure.
Cassie doesn't always realize that she's trying to manipulate. Like she does. She just like
That's how she
makes.
gets her way.
Yeah. So
So, an empathy. roll.
okay.
I'll give you an extra die for the tears
Okay.
because they seem genuine. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got 1 6 and 1 1 and a
What?
bunch of 5s.
One
Oh
six
God,
is-
so many fives.
One
1
six
6 is fine. You're good.
Okay. Okay.
We're good. We're good. We
You're
did
fine,
it.
You're fine.
Okay.
You have made success time.
Okay.
So he goes, "Oh, that's such a shame. Gosh, I feel like I should probably call the deputy and see if he can be on the lookout for anybody that's messing with people's cars. That's not very kind."
It's not very kind.
Well, here, first things first, why don't you come in and have a seat?
Okay.
And he kind of gestured right by the door. There's like 2 chairs and there's like a potted fern.
Yeah.
We know it.
Yeah. Every mechanic shop.
Yep.
And he kind of gestures over there and he goes, "Well, you just have a seat and relax. Let me see what I've got in terms of batteries, if I got something that'll fit for you.
Okay.
And then, I'll call the deputy and see if we can figure out what kind of hooligans running around our town."
I know.
Man, that's a dang shame. And he like turns around and kind of walks out the door behind the counter.
It's really weird too because you actually have to unlock the hood from in the car. So I don't know how they do that. You have to pull a thing to pop the hood. Yeah.
What does that plant smell like, Cassie?
It smells dusty.
Yeah.
Is it actually a plant or is it like okay?
Okay, cool.
It's a plastic.
It is a
Yeah.
silk fern.
Yeah.
Nice.
Smells like nylon.
Terrible. Thank you.
Kind of like dusts it off.
It's not filthy.
Okay.
But it just has that smell of
Yeah.
like it's a fake plant that sits here a while and there isn't someone that comes through and washes it regularly. Like,
Cassie legit like draws little happy faces in the dust a little bit.
so a couple minutes goes by, and then through the door steps full Smokey Bear hat
Oh, good.
sheriff.
We should
Looks
definitely
like-
be engaging with this.
And he steps in and he's got the big Magnum PI
Oh, no.
mustache.
Uh,
Like just full, super thick. And he looks down at you and he goes, "Well, I hear someone stole your property."
Cassie is regretting her life choices. Yeah, that's what happened. That's why we're having to get a new battery.
Well, I'm sure Rudy will help you out, but in the meantime, did you see anybody messing with your car or anything?
No, we just got back to it and it wouldn't start, and then it was very clear that the battery was not the one that was in there. So they like swapped it out for an older one. Maybe they just needed a battery. Maybe it wasn't like ill-intentioned. I try not to like think the worst
So-
of people.
You're telling me that somebody broke into your car, and took your battery, and then replaced it with an old battery
Yeah, that doesn't work.
that doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
yes, it is.
I don't know why someone would do that. Were there a lot of other cars parked near you? People
Don't think so.
loitering about?
Maybe someone was just really desperate for a new battery, but they felt bad leaving us with nothing.
I suppose. I can't say I've ever had a battery swapping thief come through town before.
I mean, if you had, that would be really bad because then it would be like an epidemic. A
Yes.
serial battery swapper.
Swappist.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds like big city troubles.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe there was some other tourist that came through.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
I was just saying it's such a shame because this is like the nicest place I've ever been to. Everyone is so nice.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We're very proud of our town.
You should be.
Where were you parked when this happened?
The public lot.
Yeah.
Oh, right there by Main Street?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be. You know, here's what I'm gonna do. And he pulls out a card, and he hands it to you.
Thank you.
And he goes, I'm gonna go canvas up and down the street and see if anybody might have seen anything.
Oh, that'd be great.
But you just wait here with Rudy, and we'll see if we can get you up and running.
Okay, can I take your picture?
Well, certainly, I suppose.
It's just like, I take pictures wherever I go. It's a thing.
Oh, well, that's very charming. And he stands there and, like, gives a stern
Oh, that's great.
policeman look.
Very good. That was very good.
She wants to remember us being inconvenienced.
Well, I'm real sorry for that. I really am. You know, you could probably get a bite to eat while you wait.
I had a bunch of able skiers not that long ago. So good. They were
And
amazing.
I don't eat here.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's unfortunate for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maybe you could get a T-shirt or something before you go.
We got some clogs.
How delightful.
Yes.
And he looks down and notices your clogs for the
Yeah.
first time, and he's like, oh, those are great. You picked a wonderful one.
Thank you. I'm very proud. Kilo got great ones with tulips. We have them in the car though right now.
Oh, I understand. Probably difficult to walk around.
I have not tested this yet.
Ah.
They seem complicated.
And they're really so pretty. Like they're more of a memory piece, I think.
Oh, sure.
Also, I'm not sure my ambulatory motors would quite know how to operate them.
Also that too.
I understand.
Yeah.
There are limitations.
Some.
And he kind of turns and walks back out. And then, another 10 minutes goes by. Rudy comes back in, and he's holding a battery. Then he puts it on the table, and he goes, I don't know if this is going to work for you.
Okay.
It might not have enough amperage, right? To turn over the car, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not made for a van that big. I don't know how well it's going to last for you, but we can take it out there and see what we can get going.
Okay. I think I can. I've put batteries in before. I think I can handle that. What can we give you?
Well, I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about this crime in our town.
Yeah.
So, please, if this battery will work for you, you can just have it.
Oh.
Please.
Thank you so much.
We're so sorry you've been inconvenienced.
Oh,
That's
that's very nice. Thank you.
Sure.
Kila's gonna come and take the battery and is kind of not really looked away from Cassie in clearly her natural element.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I will hold the battery.
Thank you so much, Kilo. All right, we will head out, and if you don't see us, you will know that in your heart that we were successful. And if we're not successful, we'll probably be back in a few minutes.
Sure. And if you manage to get going, just give me a honk on the way out of town.
Okay, that sounds
All right.
great. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Can I take your picture too?
He goes, sure. And you see that he actually runs his hands through his hair.
Oh,
and
Aw.
yeah.
tries to
Straight
get
out the
fancied
pomade.
up. And
You
then
like-
he he leans over the counter with one arm, he's saying welcome.
You look
Big
so
side
handsome.
smile on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Click. You can tell you work on cars. Very nice.
Sure.
On the way out the door, once the door closes behind us both, Kilo does turn to Cassie and say, I am an engineer. And just keeps walking.
That's amazing. You're a doctor for droids. That's so good.
Oh.
It just keeps walking.
Wait, I'm coming.
Back at the van.
Oh no.
What are you guys doing while you're waiting? Because they're gone
oh,
for a little bit of time.
Hey,
Yeah.
so, I don't, and she's clearly trying to
Yeah.
find the right words because she's trying to be tactful.
Yeah.
Um,
Listen, just spit it out.
look. Are you all on your way to these friends of
No.
hers?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's
She looks so relieved.
yeah, it's kind of a trip of convenience, I suppose.
Well, that's kind of what
I-
I'm doing.
Yeah, I needed to get up north, and they also needed to get up north very quickly. So we headed out of LA,
Uh-huh.
and we've just been going north. Kilo's mostly been driving. Cassie has the van. This is technically payment for me patching Cassie up for, because they couldn't actually pay me money, so I asked, well, do you have a car that, and like, you're probably leaving town, right? And they were like, yes, and so, yeah, that's kind of the situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really good to hear.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was a little worried
Yeah.
that she wouldn't just let me get off the van when I wanted to, and then was gonna be like, no, you need to come to where me and my friends are at, and then that the two of you were also in on the whole thing, and that I was essentially gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah. I mean, that's always a risk with hitchhiking, I suppose, but I mean, at the very least, she is very charming. I don't think she is malicious.
She seems well intentioned.
Yeah. She does
Very
get
nice.
she does get a little upset when things don't go her way. And
That's understandable, I suppose. I've honestly, while hitchhiking for as long as I've been doing it, I've seen worse. I just wanted to double check I wasn't, gonna get kidnapped.
yeah, no, good.
So
good.
this is good.
Mhm.
This is very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about this
Well, I'm glad.
now.
Yeah.
And you said you were a doctor.
Yeah, I was actually an army medic.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you've probably seen your fair share of things.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't shoot a gun at anybody, but I saw a lot of not great stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was I preferred being on the helping side of things. So it wasn't as bad as it could have
hear.
been. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, he's the one that's,
Mhm.
not here anymore. He was a drone pilot. My mother though worked in like intelligence and stuff like that, so she didn't have to
Mhm. Mhm.
be out there, but I'm sure from what I'd heard from my dad when I was little, when it gets bad, it gets really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
With people involved. So,
Yeah.
did you, actually, it's fine. You look well adjusted enough, I suppose.
Thank you. I'm glad I give off that impression.
Very well put together,
Oh,
I
thank
think.
you.
I hope you find what you're looking for wherever you're going.
Yeah, I'm kind of just trying to get out of Pacifica right now. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll open like a clinic up north for vets or something. There's a lot of vets that hang out up north, I know. So.
That's very selfless of you. I think you'd have to be at least a little selfless to be in the field in the first place.
Yeah.
I hope you can do that.
Well,
That
thank you.
sounds nice.
Yeah. I mean, and you're just going, you're just wandering.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, I guess when I left, I just wanted to leave and didn't really think too hard about where I was going. Especially, not having access to my own car. It was just sort of wherever people were going and then going on from there. I've been trying to go to historic places or places where there is still a larger piece of what used to be. And I'm trying to record as much of that as I can in drawings and pictures. And I think there was just so much, I don't know, so much beauty and so many amazing things that are just ignored now.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you told me about wanting to open your clinic, I haven't decided yet, but I think I want to have a space where all of those drawings and photos that I'm taking on my travels go up on. And I think eventually all of these things, they're sort of slowly disappearing, crumbling, and nobody takes care of them, and people don't really care. And I want people to know that these things existed and that this is the world, the way the world used to look, I suppose. Just to be there for when it's not anymore. I think when people decide to live their entire lives in, the neuroscape, they don't realize how much they're actually leaving behind. And so I want to open up this gallery in the neuroscape for them all to
remind
see
them
that.
about what's.
And maybe some of them will want to take it off and visit these places themselves.
I mean, that's pretty noble of you. That's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, noble, I guess. That's a weird word to
On
use.
the side of the van, there's
Oh no,
heavy knocking.
it's happening again.
Hello?
Please open the van.
Oh, okay. I do that.
The previously described sheriff is standing there,
Oh,
and
hello.
he's got like a taser in his hand.
Uh-oh.
He goes, "You need to step out of the van.
Why?
There was a report about someone that was here swapping batteries illegally, and now I find you in this van.
Oh,
And the van owners came to get a new battery.
we're with the van owners. Because someone stole the batteries, so we two of us are here to make sure that no one else messes with the car, and then they.
Haven't you been doing art around town?"
Hi. Yes, I actually think no, it wasn't you. It was it was another fellow with a big hat. Yes, I was out in the corner on Main Street for a couple of days.
I mean, she's trying to get out of town just like us, so.
I'm
hitching a ride.
hitching a ride
Everybody's trying to leave.
together.
Well, just yeah.
All right.
Um,
Well, we're just gonna everybody sit calmly, and he goes and holsters the taser again.
Okay.
okay.
He goes, "You just let's all stay here a minute, and we will."
Yeah.
um,
And she has you in the car would notice, because I am seated behind you,
Mhm.
and so you had to turn to talk to me, that if you do look, I have a hand on Buddy's head, just in case, because the loud noise and all of that. But I don't think the dog would be visible from the window.
So he goes, "Well, as long as everybody just remains calm, when the owners get back with their new battery,
Right.
then we'll make sure this is all sorted out."
Yeah.
We'll just
All right.
be sitting in here like we have been.
Yep.
Yep.
Fantastic. Do you have the keys to the van?
We probably would have left.
Yeah, I think
Please
it-
tell me you left the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I just have those for a minute while we wait?
No.
Now,
Why?
I'm just going to put them on the roof of the van.
All right.
He sets them up on top. Like you hear the
Yeah,
key
yeah,
yeah.
noise on the roof.
Okay.
You do know that the drawing that you did of Kilo is above where, like, by the TV that's installed above the driver's seat as well. So it's like there is a reference that you have met us at least
Right.
on hand.
Oh,
So you
gosh.
guys just stay put,
Yeah.
and I'm checking around the rest of the parking lot to see if anybody else has had any troubles.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds good, actually.
So,
I feel like we're walking back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
loudly.
but
Come
you
loudly
guys,
rescue
you
us from
guys
this-
do see
from
the
this
sheriff go around and
sheriff.
like he is investigating all of the cars in the lot.
Mhm.
There's not
Mhm.
too many, but he's going up and checking all of them. He gets to the end of the lot and kind of steps just out of sight behind a building
Mm-hmm.
and seems, well, you can kind of still sort of see part of him anyway, and it seems like he's talking to someone.
Sure.
Okay.
And then you guys can march back into the screen.
Okay.
Kilo's just holding it like the heaviest, because the batteries are so heavy, the heaviest like picnic basket you've ever seen, just like walking along.
Oh, hey, you're back. You got a battery?
We have a battery.
Okay, let's hope it works. I popped the.
You didn't sound very excited about that.
I'm not.
Do you not like my keychain? Why are the keys on the roof?
Oh, the sheriff came by and thought we were the criminals. He
Yeah. I don't think it was mentioned to him that there would be people in the car when he came by.
yeah.
Gave us a real spook.
I'm so sorry. He said he was gonna like canvas, but I didn't realize that
I
meant
mean,
like
he's over there.
yeah. I didn't think about him coming to the van. I figured it would be obvious that the battery was already gone and maybe that wasn't a place to look. But okay. So okay, let's install the battery then. And Cassie would, I think, know how to do that.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys can start installing the battery. Before you finish, the sheriff notices that you're back, and he kind of like gives a friendly wave, like, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "On the roof, on the
Oh
roof."
yeah, we saw it. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I grabbed the keys from the roof and like toss them to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just immediately thought of what was it, 87 takes it took for that scene in RoboCop.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
He was walking out of the police station and somebody throws the keys to him and he just catches
Yeah,
it without looking.
Because the RoboCop suit is, like, you can't see anything in it
and
at all.
specifically, they
so
wanted a shot where he
unwieldy.
doesn't go
Yeah.
and catches it. They wanted him just to go, and it was just over and over the
The
whole
outtakes
afternoon.
are so funny,
Yeah.
too.
Because sometimes it
Even
hits
it
him right in
smacks
the
him
face.
right
in the
Just, yeah.
the face.
Amazing. So yeah, we install the battery.
You install the battery. At this point, the sheriff looks like he's talked to a bunch of the people on the street, and a bunch of them have like stopped and are watching. They're like,
Interesting.
Okay. Does it?
What's the vibe?
Yeah.
Were
we
we?
clock the vibe?
Was he talking to what looked like locals or other?
you didn't see who he
Visitors.
talked to around the corner at the end of the
Okay.
parking lot.
Yeah.
They were kind of behind the building.
And the
Um,
people looking at us now.
They
are
look like they're
locals.
people that you've seen around town.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're being very perceived.
I don't like it.
I mean, I don't want to give the vibe that they're like body snatchers people,
No,
right?
no,
They're
no.
not like staring at you and making weird noises. They are just
Watch.
kind of watching this go on. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We're so
Like-
and they're
in
not
the-
all just like unblinking looking at you.
We So
we're so jumpy.
we
Yeah.
are not. We do not trust this town in the slightest.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you swap the battery. You gonna try and start the car?
Yeah.
Cool. You get in and you go to start the car and it tries.
Mhm.
You at least get lights on the
Mhm.
dashboard.
Okay.
The
And
like
the-
strange scattered lights all kind of
Yeah, yeah. The radio kicks on because it was not.
Yeah, because it was reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hold the key, and you hear the starter trying. Like it's like, but it doesn't seem like it's kicking over.
Okay.
This is bad.
Is the battery the right like voltage? Because usually in the car it says like the information.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. This battery is probably too small.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And he said so. Unfortunately.
But it is a charged battery. Like, he didn't just give you a dud.
Good.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
New diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Kilo, I'm
Hello.
going to ask you a very personal question.
Yes, I have a battery inside of me.
What is its amperage?
It's a very
Yeah.
fancy battery.
Very fancy battery.
Like, all the drones are powered by this crazy, weird tech.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, it would totally have more than enough power to turn
Yeah.
over a vehicle.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
There is a lot. It is a battery that could outlast this drone.
Never mind.
Okay.
Go on.
Should we install the old battery that has the right ampage but no juice? Somehow fill that battery with juice from you, and then install it, and then see if that works?
I've never done this before, but I think I could.
I have another question that I'm not under. I should know, but it's been a while. By the 90s, we're okay. Like older cars, once you got them started, like they would run.
Mm-hmm.
Likely?
Is the 90s 1991 like is the engine enough that it
Chances are,
once you got it
Yes.
turned over you're set?
unless you turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably fine.
I don't think we'd need it for very long. I think we just need to get it started, and then we could drive until
The battery charges, hopefully.
or until we hit a town where we could actually buy a battery.
Oh my gosh, I was so worried. I thought you were going to suggest like swapping their battery with the car battery.
Oh no.
The little one.
no.
I got really worried.
No, I just think we can like jump the car with the jumper cables or something. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly how that would work. You're
Give
an
me
engineer.
a minute.
Yeah.
To where would we attach them to?
Hold on. Kilo is going to sit down and I think that there's like an access panel.
Sure.
But the thing is, Kilo, as we've established, cannot look down.
Oh. Is that's Karen? Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Kilo cannot look down enough to look at their own torso because the head is large, the optical receptors are recessed, and the head can only pivot so far.
Wait. Wait. But the car sounded like it wanted to start, right?
Yes.
So there is some charge in the little battery. It's just too little.
Yes.
Can we move the charge from one battery to the other instead of connecting it to you?
Maybe, but the other battery's really old. I don't even know if we can hold a charge anymore. But we could try it first. But I think the problem would still be the amount of amperage in the little battery would still not completely fill the bigger
big
battery,
battery.
I think.
Okay.
I think if we know the little battery works. So it can keep the engine going and the alternator like working, but it just doesn't quite have enough to like start the van.
Okay.
So if we can start the van, I think we can just keep it going
With the little one.
with the little one.
Got it.
Doctor, I think I need your help.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Mess around and make
No, Kilo is going to give very specific instructions to Ronnie.
good, because Ronnie has no clue what they're doing.
And-
so.
Kilo,
Yes.
I don't know. I hope this is, I don't know, like, I don't know, because you're, in a metal body, still might be a little inappropriate. I hope it's not. Can I maybe take a photograph?
Yes.
Thank you.
And inside, you see like a mess of wires
Oh,
and cables.
Sorry, before you start, Cassie is going to go and she probably, I think in the back, she probably has some sort of like camping toilet break, sight break thing. So I think she's going to go pop that up real quick.
Pop-up.
Yeah, to give a little
Aw.
privacy.
Oh.
I love it.
He's like sitting down ready to do this like wherever. He does not care.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And inside, I think in the mess of cables and everything, we see like probably a red, given the coloring of this universe,
Sure.
like a glow on a. I think the majority of the chest has got to be these really fancy batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
probably, a little smaller, like a Nerf football.
yeah, like
Size
right in the
thing,
middle
yeah.
of the torso.
Mhm.
And very clear, like someone who's memorized the layout of their house,
Mm-hmm.
but for the inside of their torso.
Yeah.
He just starts to list like connect this thing to this thing, unplug this thing, just I think is gonna just go into his engineer mind palace.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm just doing what I'm
Here's
told.
the question.
Yeah.
Is your intent to remove the battery? Okay.
Just connect jumper cables to an exposed
Essentially,
spot on the
sure.
battery.
You can totally do that. It's gonna take.
Yes.
I'd like you to roll
Cool.
wits,
Gosh.
Okay.
and then you probably have some basic tools in the van. We've talked about
Yeah.
that before.
I think so.
Okay.
So I'll give you one extra die for tools,
Okay.
and then you're gonna get a help die
Okay.
because you're getting very specific instructions.
Okay.
When you get in the back by the tools, there's like the toolbox and there's like a bunch of other stuff underneath like the bench bed thing. You notice there's like one little shoebox that's like very old looking, like very like pushed back and kind of hid.
Interesting. Okay. File that away for later.
Yeah.
All right. I got a 6. I got
Ooh.
4 1s, but 1 6.
So
Why?
you're doing okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. We're good.
I would give that the flavor that as you're doing this several times, like the tool that you are using like arcs,
Yeah.
Oh.
right? So like you
Oh.
keep getting stung by it.
Yeah.
And
I think at some point Kilo's arm like drops and doesn't.
yeah.
Shit.
like
Shit.
A
Sorry.
very, very risky game of operation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally.
Yes.
I'm like, I was always terrible at operation as a kid. That's the reason I'm not a surgeon. God, I hate this. I hate this. Sorry about your arm. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, there.
I think
Okay.
what is funnier is that none of, like, I didn't think about it. Well, the character didn't think about it. But as an artist, I probably have a steadier hand.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is so funny. That's terrifying. This is terrifying.
You are now physically attached to the battery terminals of this
Awesome.
1991 van.
Okay. All right. Let's jumpstart her.
All right.
Are you gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
start the van? Okay.
All right.
You go to turn the van over, and at first it's just the little battery, right? It's doesn't seem to be going, and then the van starts. Like
Whoa.
all of the stuff on the dashboard is illuminated at you, like all of the check lights. There is
Check.
too much power going through the van.
Check
at
all
this
the
point.
engines.
Yes. And like the headlights even come on. Yeah.
Okay.
you probably get perceptibly distant
Mhm.
for a minute while this is happening.
Yeah.
Like the drone itself, it's engineered in such a way that it doesn't have big, fast draws of power, right?
Yeah.
But the van starts up a second after you have released the key and the starter disengages. Power comes back
like
on
lag.
normally. Yeah. And then you're fine. You're
Mhm.
not wounded in any way. And you can see that there's like the people that were out on the street that were watching.
Mhm.
Several of them are like clapping, yay! And then several of them have turned and are walking away.
Mm.
Leaving, like, even if it was like a couple walking, one of them's clapping and the other one has turned and walked
Interesting.
down the street.
Huh.
Fascinating.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
I unattach you.
Yeah, as you're doing that, Kilo kind of looks down and either because his head doesn't pivot further than that, or maybe he's actually just looking at you. He says, thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah. Of course.
I knew I could trust you to do this.
I just quietly keep, like, unattaching you and reassembling. Yeah.
It doesn't take very long, right? The reverse of what you did is much
Yeah,
simpler
yeah.
than figuring it out the original way. Down the street, you hear, like, the rumble of a big vehicle.
We should go now.
should go.
We should go now. Kilo, get the driver's seat.
Someone else should drive Cassie's.
Oh, okay, I'll drive. I'll
All
drive.
right, I can drive.
Do you want to drive? Get it. Go. Someone drive. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you driving out?
Ominous.
Yeah, I feel
Hate that.
like Cassie wasn't originally feeling the weird vibes of the town, but like them clapping and some people walking away and like the feelings of her companions. And most of all, what is Buddy doing right now? I feel like that's the thing that is going to
How
to
funny.
influence Cassie's like urgency the most. Like if the dog is very like stressed or whining or looking like or growling, I think like what is Buddy doing? I don't know. Oh, okay.
I mean, Buddy seems to be in the van and happy.
Oh, just chill, like completely like laying down.
I mean, probably you could see that he's tilted his head a little bit, and he's like, because he heard this like
Mhm.
deep
Yeah.
noise, but not like he's not immediately like.
Man, in the van too, like you wouldn't be able to like see much
Yeah.
either. Yeah, so probably just that all of the noises the same way, like, you know, curiosity, it's a dog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more the noise, but he's a well-trained dog, so he's not like immediately like barking and going nuts.
I didn't know if there would be like weird smells or anything. Like
I mean, I don't think anything
That's true.
smells weirder than the ostrich robot.
okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Everything is masked by ostrich robot.
And in the time you've been here, it's not like he's had weird reactions to people.
Okay.
Like, that's not been a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, we've also
I think he
also
can
left
smell
behind-
explosives, but
Oh.
Oh, okay.
if there aren't any, he's fine.
I feel like then Cassie like is driving like excitedly, but not like, and so probably quickly, but not like she's being chased or
You're not-
something.
Yeah.
Keeping out of this part.
I have my head on a swivel looking for the origin of that sound,
Sure.
and also the sheriff, and yeah,
What? What is that noise?
I look out the window.
So as you get to the exit of the coming up the street past the flag holder for the road construction is a big old bright orange Caltrans dump truck.
Oh.
Then like it is coming up the street faster than you would assume a big heavily loaded dump truck should be coming up the street. No, I feel like you probably don't see the driver.
Okay.
Like, because the sun is shining and you don't have a great view into the cab.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's coming up.
Okay.
So if you're gonna go, you gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah. Go.
Okay.
So you hit it and you pull out of this parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's not any traffic on this side. And you start heading up the road, and the people that were clapping have like slowed,
Oh.
and they like put their hands down and they're kind of looking sad.
What the fuck is
And you guys
going
are
on?
taking off. The big dump truck, like it gets up and like dumps ton of gravel, blocking off the driveway of the parking lot.
That we just left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like it seems to like go up on the curb, like it was a little out of control.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Hey, go.
Kilo's like finishing shoving all of the cables, everything back in, and like closing their chest. What's happening?
I don't
A dump truck just zoomed out of nowhere and blocked off the exit out of the parking lot.
Does that mean nobody else can leave?
Unless they go off-road.
Over gravel?
Do you think the people on the sidewalk were okay?
I don't know.
You didn't see like the truck run over anybody.
Okay.
And it didn't seem like it dumped it like blocking the driveway, not like on people.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like as it kind of started to dump stuff, it looked like it kind of got out of control a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
up on the curb.
Well, maybe they just need to do some construction.
In the middle of the driveway?
I mean, maybe.
No signage or anything either.
Yeah. Let's just out of town. Out of town. We can talk about it and decompress later.
That's a good idea.
You're speeding off. Is anybody still looking back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably am not. I'm paying attention to
Are
driving.
you specifically, Emily?
Yeah, I think I would have noticed like the change in the demeanor of the people.
Sure.
And so I'd still be looking out the window, also a little worried that they might have been in the way of the dump truck and stuff like
Sure.
that. Absolutely.
Hopping out of the cab of the dump truck,
Mhm.
the last detail you can see as you're pulling away is one of the people that you came here with.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And they're kind of like looking down at the van receding away. And they also look
Sad.
dejected. Yeah. Like would be scuffing their shoe against the ground, like their clog against the ground.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well, that makes me very, very glad I managed to, find somebody to take me away from here.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'd say anything.
Okay.
It's just like wow, I dodged a bullet.
Why is this
The gravel truck.
Hotel Deutschland?
Oh gosh. Hey, so they kept the map we were using. I'm assuming we're probably gonna have to make us stop unless we want to keep jump starting the car with your body
No.
to find a
We have a
battery.
map. We can, yeah. I think I'll scan and look, since I'm not driving. I'll scan and look for a good place to stop. Along the road and everything.
So,
Yeah.
we had talked about, we taken the, this where we want to go up to the 101?
I have the map.
Oh, I see.
So we were at Solvang. We took this little, we were forced onto this little turn here.
Further down.
So the road that you are on going out of town is 246
Yeah.
San
Okay.
Ynez,
Mm-hmm.
where you will meet up with the 154 that will take you back to the north and again merge with the 101
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if that's the direction you want to go.
I
Okay.
believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the only way to go.
Well, I mean, you can go back down the 154 towards
Nope.
Santa Barbara.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We don't
And
need to
you've
go
had
visit
enough of that.
Sorry, Lance.
the giant condor
Condor.
again.
Yeah, we're good without that.
All right. Yeah.
We're headed towards Santa Maria.
Gotcha. And chances are you could probably find. I'm sure you'd be able to find a mechanic shop in Santa Maria. It's a fairly decent sized little town. You guys start driving out, and there is nobody on this road. Like, there's no traffic coming against you. There's no traffic in front of you, and it doesn't look like anybody has chased you out of the town. You get over towards San Ynez, and it's gone. Like, the streets are there, but it looks like all of the buildings were burnt away. Like, there's still some wreckage and some stuff in a couple of places, but a lot of it is not just looks like it was burnt, like after one of our local wildfires that we're all familiar with. It looks like there was that, and then a lot of it was scooped away or cleaned up or something.
Wow. Okay.
So it's mainly just streets and curbs
Wow.
and empty lots that have some evidence of fire.
Okay. Not recent or recent?
It doesn't look super recent,
Okay.
but you don't see anybody.
Okay, let's skip this.
I don't like that there was a city here. That feels bad.
Yeah.
Not really any reasons to stop anyway.
Yeah.
No.
What's the next thing along the road then?
You get back out to the interchange to start heading north.
Yeah.
What do you think could have happened? Wouldn't we have heard about something like that?
It depends.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to get off the road and investigate?
No.
No.
You're welcome to do so. I'm not.
No.
I'm not trying to push you along.
No,
but-
no.
The battery is doing that for you.
We're scared. We're scared.
and that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
you're good. But I'm saying, like, if you wanted to turn off and look around, you could, and maybe to uncover something. But you're welcome to continue driving.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
think we need to get a battery. That's our.
Yeah.
That's what you're focused on. Cool. So you get to the interchange, and you can see that the southbound, like, the road is blocked off to go back south again. Same thing,
Yeah.
like shipping
Mhm.
containers are placed there. And then on the containers is painted like "Visit Solvang" and big arrows.
Hate it. Hate it.
I think as we see it, Kilo says, have any of you ever seen a lobster trap?
Can't say that I have, but
The lobsters swim in and they make it difficult for them to swim out. Lobster trap.
yeah.
Okay. Cassie's gonna pull the van up next to the things. Leave the van running. Go in the back and get her spray paint that she had from our last episode. What's left of it. And like go up. Like, how tall is the container? Like,
I mean, they're
okay.
8 foot tall.
Okay.
You know.
We're gonna say that this is one of those awesome 90s vans that has the fake ladder on the back. Which
Yes.
I legit have used to climb before.
100%.
And I'm like, I get up on the side of it, and I like just spray paint. Don't go across the
Nice.
containers.
Oh,
Wow.
Real
okay.
nice.
Free food, cheap clogs. It just wasn't enough to impress you.
Yeah, no. And
All
then
right.
I get back in and keep driving.
Free will is too important.
You guys head north.
Yep.
It takes, 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah.
And you get up to Santa Maria. Looks like the town's still there. Doesn't look like it's been scoured away. It's getting towards like late afternoon at this point, after you had all of your adventures. You get into town, and you're able to find. At this point, it's probably like a Pep Boys.
Yeah.
They look open. They look like it doesn't look like there's any customers in the lot right now, but there's lights on.
All right. Shall we?
We should leave the van running.
Just in
Just
case.
in case, yeah.
Yeah.
I will stay with the van this time, if that's all right with everyone.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you have the money,
Mm-hmm.
so.
I still have the money.
Yeah.
Never give it back.
Yeah, I
assumed you
let
didn't.
go of that $100, never expecting to see any of it advance. It's fine. It's fine.
Plus 100. Okay. Yeah. So I go in looking happy.
In here, there is the exact opposite of Rudy,
Okay.
Oh.
right? There is a world-weary, covered in all of the scum of every vehicle that they have ever seen, hands that are just giant calluses, guy with big, super thick glasses on. And he goes, "Hello."
I love them.
Hi. We need a battery for a 1991 Dodge van.
Yes.
"Oh, yeah, those are nice vans.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get you a battery. Got to get back on the road.
Can we have 2?
2 batteries.
2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get over and see what I've got." And he kind of walks, just dragging himself around, and he gets to this big wall that's just all batteries.
Okay.
And he starts leaning in real close, looking at every label. And he finally gets over to one that looks to be the right size.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, I think this will work for you." And
Is it an Aries?
an Aries.
What?
I've never heard of that brand.
No, like it's got the Ram logo.
Oh, no, we don't carry original parts
Oh, okay,
for the
okay.
manufacturers.
Oh, I see.
here.
Okay. That's
Aftermarket.
got it. Yeah.
Is it an Aries?
And like he pulls this battery off the shelf, and like for how kind of shuffly and frail he kind of looked, he just manhandles the
All
battery
right.
off of there and goes, "Well," and he looks again real close at the price tag and he goes, "This will be $54. And then we got the tax, and then there's that battery charge they started here in Pacifica. They want you to make sure you recycle your batteries.
Yeah.
Bunch
Great.
of hogwash. You just throw them in the creek."
Oh,
Okay.
Dave, I'm gonna keep this NPC. I need the forever, actually.
Hey, you want to come on a trip? No,
You look
I
like you know
love him.
mechanic stuff. Come with us.
being a mechanic.
It's always been my dream to go to Oregon.
Me, the player in my head, have already put him in my pocket.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you take old batteries?
Well, yeah, that's
All
you
right.
save that money on the if you bring in your old battery.
Oh, great.
All right. That's
I've got 2.
yeah.
Well, I
let's-
can only give you the credit for one.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Do you have 2 batteries that we could get
Yeah, we've got another one here if you want.
just as like a backup?
I don't see why. This has got a 5-year warranty on it. They're pretty good batteries.
Yeah, I mean,
I doubt we'll get into another solving situation.
Oh, you're down in Solvang.
Yeah.
My kids went down there
They never came back?
3 or 4 years ago, and they don't even write anymore.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's kind of bad there. They Hotel California you with pastries and coffee and smiles.
what's your kids' names?
That doesn't sound too bad at all, really.
I mean, it's not bad, but if you got somewhere to go, honestly, it's probably be a good place for retiring. We just had to go somewhere.
You don't know.
retirement. I haven't thought about that in a long time, not since the war. Oh, okay. All right.
What were your kids' names?
Well, my older son, his name's Rudy. And then my younger son, he's Jeff.
Oh, okay. Well, we ran into Rudy.
You did?
Yeah.
Rudy runs a mechanic shop down there.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
That boy always told me he wouldn't fix a car.
Yeah, but he's an honest boy.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad he treated you right down there.
I mean, yeah, he stayed true to his word to you. Gee, I don't think you should go visit.
No, I've heard a lot of people that they're worried after what happened to San Ynez. They don't want to go down there.
What happened to San Ynez?
Well, there was that big fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, a couple of years back now. Just ran through the valley. Everybody either went to Solvang or some came up this way.
Interesting. Yeah, you seem like a very good person, and I think you should not ever go to Solvang.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your input.
They,
Maybe when it comes time to retire and I close down this shop.
How about you fix our battery and we'll pay and yeah, let's we need to
well,
get on the road.
Come on up. We'll get you checked out.
Cassie
then-
looks very conflicted right now.
Bring in that other battery and I'll make sure you get the credits.
Yeah. Cassie's gonna bring back the 1978 battery
Okay.
to trade that one in.
Sure. And he goes, well, hell, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. What? And you had this in a 1991 Dodge van?
Not originally.
It got swapped out while we were in Solvang by somebody. It's not the safest place.
That don't make a lick of sense.
It does not.
It really doesn't.
I
No.
don't. Well, hell. Well, you're here and I get some money for a battery, so I guess I can't say the day's a waste. So he scans the new battery and then he types in, like he looks to scan the old battery, but there's no barcode.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, and he starts typing away on the computer,
Yeah.
an inch and a half
Yeah,
from the screen,
yeah.
Yeah.
and the 2-finger type.
Is it the blue mono screen too with the
Yeah.
white text?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
He's perfect.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm in love with him actually.
And then, he does the calculation. It ends up being like $44
Okay.
because you get a little bit of the money back for bringing in an old battery.
Cassie pays with the
Okay.
money. And also,
I was just waiting to see if Cassie was going to.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you were gonna be like, "Aren't you paying?"
yeah,
I was
I
gonna be
think-
like, "No."
yeah, I think something about this old man looking for his family, really, touched her. So she seems very quiet and very, like the bright light that is Cassie is very dim at the moment and very quiet. And she, overpays by, $20 on purpose. And it's like, here, this is for you. So that, just make sure you're taking care of yourself, okay?
Well, that's awful kind. I can come out and put the battery in for you if you need a hand.
I've done it lots of times. It's okay. Thank you, though.
Oh, well, all right, I guess.
Yeah.
You, good luck out there on the road.
You too.
Thank you.
Goes and installs the battery.
Yeah.
She keeps the little battery in the back.
And then, you hear, just as you're going out, you hear, the radio get turned back up,
Mm-hmm.
just playing Beach Boys music.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
He's perfect. I love
Mhm.
him.
Me too.
And then I guess we hit the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the new battery in, and it works like a charm.
Amazing.
I mean, this car dies when you take out the other battery. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Yeah.
put the new battery in, it starts
It's
running.
right.
You arrive with the real battery, and Keel's like, "Is it time?"
The time to kill. Time to kill them. Kill
Finally
the old
turn
guy.
it off.
Yeah.
Sure. So, here's a question.
Okay.
I think this is probably a good place to cut things off for tonight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But where are you headed next?
Ooh,
Good question.
Map again.
let's see.
But you don't want to give us map ASMR.
No.
So,
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
given where you are in Santa Maria,
So we're here. Okay.
you can. I mean, the logical choice is you're going to continue to head north on the 101. When you get into, sorry, of course it is. When you get into San Luis Obispo,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
are you planning to head inland and continue following the 101? Or are you planning to go out to the coast and go up the 1
Mm.
towards Big Sur?
Great question.
Inland. Hold please.
I feel like there's larger towns inland.
Absolutely there are.
Yeah.
And I'm just asking for this clarification
Yeah.
now so I can do some things between this week and next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
I feel like Cassie would be conflicted at this point. She's been wanting to avoid bigger towns, but now after this very creepy, weird experience in this little town, she's now like, maybe we should stick to big towns.
I think as
So we
like
don't get children of the corn.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
during the like the quality time with the Thomas guide, as we're trying to figure out where we are going,
Mm-hmm.
you'll notice that Kilo like keeps on flipping to the Bay Area
Sure.
and goes back and forth, specifically looking at the North Bay and San Francisco and looking at them and kind of charting then back the 101 all the way back to Santa Maria. Just purposely charting the paths to Alcatraz and San Quentin.
Both directions will
Yes.
get you there,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
to be fair.
Yes.
That's why I'm you guys talk amongst yourselves a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
what do you think?
I mean, inland sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like the only thing we'd really be giving up is like the scenic.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I think also Kilo's like, I'm not certain the road is there the whole way.
Oof.
Ooh, good points.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially after seeing San Inez like burned down to the grounds.
There are multiple bridges on the one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm good for inland.
Yeah.
I feel like also. Yeah, I feel like definitely San Luis Obispo. I feel like that's a place we should try and stop just for like provisions and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then head inland.
That sounds good. And it's like it's very has a couple of like historical things too, so Emily would be very happy about getting a chance to take some photos and sketches at San Luis Obispo.
I think also like if she says that out loud,
Mm-hmm.
Kilo would also kind of then look between Santa Maria where we are, SLO, and then kind of beyond. I wonder where there are other interesting old things to see along this road
Mm-hmm.
that aren't going to try and keep us where the ostriches live.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option, saying out of character, sorry. The other option would be once we get San Luis Obispo to go in, go to the 101, and then take the 41 up to the 5.
And then take
The
the bike all
5
the
might
way
be really dangerous.
Yeah.
Though, because it's so far inland that like it's.
It's a major industrial road.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. That makes sense. All right, so
The
101.
Sticking to the 101.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
With maybe some stops to see some dwindling beauty.
Yeah, I think Emily would definitely have a list of places. She'd have, because her old map, which, you know, she doesn't have anymore, was sort of marked with a lot of the things she thought would have been interesting to stop at. And she would have had something like, regardless of what freeway we took,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so now that she doesn't have her map anymore, it would just sort of be like whatever she can remember.
Nice.
Yeah, some really old stuff. Any particularly like pretty things.
Sure. You are probably aware that both routes have gorgeous things to see.
Yeah.
Like this upcoming stretch, on the 101, on the 101, you go right past Pinnacles National Park, which is beautiful. And on the 1, you go through Big Sur,
Yeah.
which is world famously beautiful.
Yeah. I think like either way, like there would have definitely been note of that. Like any places where tech has seemed to leave things mostly untouched.
Sure.
Right? And so anything with like any natural beauty would have been of particular interest.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Very good. So we have decided
Woohoo!
with that, we'll wrap things up for tonight.
All right.
First off, thanks to everybody listening, either right now, live, or if you catch it later on podcast or video on demand on YouTube. I'm pleased that you have taken the time to listen to this silly adventure. Thanks. Number 2, thanks, James, in the chat, as always, for being an awesome chat mod. You keep things safe and friendly and full of really good ideas. And now I will take a moment to say, yes, it is a myth that ostriches stick their head in the ground. That is totally true. But also thank you to everybody on Patreon that supports the channel. It is through your support that we have beverages to drink, and we have a wonderful place to sit and play a game together and have a good time.
And then air conditioning in the summer.
With lights and air conditioning and internet access so that we can send this all out to you. And so that I don't have to take GM notes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that more than you will ever know. Yeah. Let's go around the table in reverse.
Aha! Hi, I am Kimmy. She, her. You can find me on the internet at Golden Lasso Girl or Golden Lasso Games. If you are going to be near Burbank this weekend, LFG-Con is happening. I am a special guest. I'm going to be doing some panels and stuff. It's going to be great. Also, I have been nominated for some Crit Awards.
Woo!
So if you want to vote for me for Best Podcast Host for my work on the Happy Jacks RPG podcast, or the Community Member Award, that's a thing too, which makes me feel weird, but also cool. It's very exciting.
Deserved.
Thank you. For my work with the DEI committee for GAMA, the Game Manufacturers Association, and for my co-chairing the Horizons Fellowship, which is a scholarship and mentorship program for marginalized creators in GAMA, and also for our initiative of the Indie Spotlight that we do each month for Happy Jacks, where we spotlight an indie creator. So yeah, lots of cool things. So you can go vote for that. If you go to happyjacks.org/crit, C-R-I-T, it will redirect you to the actual voting, because the URL for that is just
Very
wild.
long.
Yeah. So yeah, that will redirect you. It is a planned redirect. It is safe. You are not being hacked or any of those things. So yeah. So, and you can find my games at goldenlassogames.com.
Love it. So hey there, everybody. Once again, my name is Yuri. That is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they. Y'all can go ahead and find me at Yuri and the Beast absolutely everywhere on the interwebs as I bully my friends to let me play games with them. I am on a quest to play as many different TTRPGs as I can get my grubby little hands on. And I've done
Wow, are you
so
in the
many.
right place?
This was my first time here at Happy Jacks. I am so happy, very excited to continue on this road trip. Wanted to thank everybody for having me here in the first place. If you want to check out other things I'm in currently, you can find me on Mondays guest spotting on Forging Fates. You can find me every other Wednesday over at Don't Kill My Character RPGs as we play Mutants and Masterminds. You can also find me over at Roll D5 doing one-shots, and I will be taking some time over with the folks at Help Action Needed over the next coming months, so you'll be able to find me there as well. Anything else, just check my socials. I am always just posting there what I'm up to. And yes, if you haven't already voted for the Crit Awards, like, go do that, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm still Kai. You can find me everywhere as Estelle M. Ladris, making lots of trouble, playing lots of games, and being funny little guys. Sometimes less funny. You can find me tomorrow over on my Twitch channel where I stream about costuming and storytelling, the intersection therein, and sometimes I'm just playing Baldur's Gate, which is what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a couple hours tomorrow, and then on Thursday, we're actually releasing, we had some technical issues last week. This Thursday, we'll be releasing episode 5 of Laurie's House, which is a Home We Remember actual play, which is an original game written for this actual play that will be coming out from Frivolous Bear Studios. I am the architect, which is the game master role for the original playthrough of this game, and also the person who wrote the architect for the game. So it's a great time. It is a lyric game using tarot as its main mechanic, exploring community and the selfless act of self-exploration. I really love telling stories about community, and now is a really good time to do that. And then on Friday, you can find me over on my channel, again, playing more video games, playing Marvel Rivals, and then next week, more of that, and lots more all the time, so follow me for all of my many adventures, and lots of things to be announced in the hopefully near future.
Hello, I am Cody Gonzaga. You can find me online. My username is usually Jaztice, Jaztice. Yeah, I don't do the actual play stuff a lot, but I do design games. You can find me at jastice.itch.io. And I'm trying to think of, I have a website. Other stuff is on there, like my writing samples and things. www.codygonzaga.com. Yeah, okay, I'm done.
I just remembered. I am also nominated for 3
You
Crit
are?
Awards. I am nominated for 3 Crit Awards. You can also vote for me for my work here on Happy Jacks RPG, which is so exciting, playing Starscape with 2 of the wonderful people sitting at this table. I am nominated for Best Indie Player for my portrayal of Road in Outrunners, which was a great time. You should just go watch Outrunners in general. I'm also nominated for Best Player for Kobold Press for Sun and Chains over on Bad House RPG, and I am nominated for Best Costume and Makeup for the Doomsayers for Merrick, who is also Patroclus of Ancient Greece. And it's set in the 1980s, so I'm very 80s-ful, and I really enjoyed doing all of that. So yes, you can go nominate or vote for me, vote for Kimmy, vote for the people in your TTRPG community that you enjoy. Yeah.
Fantastic. Before I get to my stuff, I realize I have forgotten to do something now twice in a row.
Oh,
Making an advancement.
that's
Oh
right.
yeah, we do that.
That's
So
the thing.
if you think your character followed your flaw or your dream in the events that happened today, you can roll 1d6 after choosing a stat that you think you kind of utilized in this game. And it doesn't have to be that you made a lot of rolls with it. It's just kind of what you acted out. And then you roll the d6, and if your number was higher than your current stat, then you get to move your stat up by 1. And if your number was lower, you, I believe, get a talent.
Talent, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
Cool.
You can pick a new talent.
Love it. Okay, new talent it is. Same.
I get to blame both Cassie and Emily for the fact that I'm going to roll to improve my empathy.
Oh.
okay.
Even though I insisted on being a robot today, everyone was very nice to me as a person. And I do improve it, because it was a 2.
Oh, okay.
Same.
And you
What's up?
have some clogs.
Yes, and I have clogs to prove that I'm more of a person. Everyone was so nice to me.
What would like working on the car be? What stat would that be?
Probably wits.
Wits. Okay.
Like figuring things out, logicking it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why my wits are off the charts.
I mean, you could make an argument for agility, like dealing with
Nimbleness,
tiny
yeah.
bolts in awkward places, like they always put them.
Yeah.
If you twist your hand 360 degrees around.
Detach your own arm.
Yeah. I think
Shove
get a
it
wrench in there.
deep into the engine block. You can
And
get
if
to
you
the part
and there
you
is
need.
a mechanic talent if
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
That's kind of what I
yeah.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Because you did do it twice in the
Mhm.
same day. That's fun.
Because I rolled lower than my wits.
Yeah. So there's
yeah.
electronics and there's
I think mechanic.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a talent as well.
nice.
Cool. With that, I have been Kadave. I will be Kadave again next week. In the meantime, you can find me on Blue Sky at CA Sith Lord and at my own Twitch channel at CA Sith Lord, where, at least for now, Monday nights are the night. I will be jumping on in the post-Pacific time dinner hour, 6-ish, 6 to 7, to continue playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Because the game is so entertaining that I can find toilet brushes in the desert outside of Cairo, and I can beat Nazis to death.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
And it is so good to do so. So, especially right now, it really hits home in a good way. So, you can find me doing that on Monday nights, and then we'll all be back here next Tuesday to see what lies up on the 101.
Can't wait to see what you've done to SLO,
Oh no.
an already normal city,
Yes, a very normal
a very
place,
normal place.
for sure. Yeah, with that, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.
Bye.